pace with control of this race. Here comes a run from Davey Hazard. He blocks the 10. Not going to be enough. Ryan Pace is going to win at Talladega.
Curry trying to hold off Wilson. He's done a good job so far. Wilson, one last desperate attempt to the bottom. He won't get there. Nick Curry wins at Bristol.
Coming out turn number 2, coming down the back straightaway here. Looks like he's in a class of his own right now.
Merzlak, one final time, get around the 55, big time send.
He hits the wall, he hits it, he gets the lead, but can he hang on to it? Oh my goodness, he made it to the line!
Big push down the backstretch is going to give him a good run through the corners.
So a little bit
follow from the 1.
A little bit of contact there for second, but coming to the line, Toby Roberson's going to take home the checkered flag and victory here from the new Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Before I wrap things up here in this segment, your thoughts on the type of race we're going to see tonight? And I would have to agree.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to tonight's feature presentation of the 2024 NNSCRA Daytona 500K here live from the Daytona International Speedway here on the beautiful Friday, February 23rd, 2024. We're so glad you joined us here tonight on JTN. As always, my name is Joe Twansky. Joining me up here in the booth tonight, the one and only Chris Pickett. Chris, welcome to Daytona.
Oh, it's awesome, Joe. Glad to be with you tonight. Great Friday evening to everyone out there, and looking forward to a great 500K tonight.
We saw a photo finish 1 year ago. These drivers, I don't know if they want to replicate it necessarily, because I think everyone except Grant Wesley wants to at least be in victory lane. Grant Wesley, of course, won last year, so he would be thrilled to replicate last year. But 120 laps this year instead of 125. A little bit shorter, 5 laps, that is, Chris, but it's still a season opener and COTs this year instead of next-gen race cars.
It's going to be interesting. The COTs, they always put on a good show. This is the one with the wing, so we're going old school tonight. I don't know where they found these cars. I guess they dug them out of somebody's garage. But they look good going around Daytona again. Looking forward to some great action.
See, the sun is setting in the east. Chris, you know what time that means? It makes it.
Well, if it's setting in the east, the world has started to turn around a different direction.
Exactly.
So
we're going back in time. We're going back in time, Chris. We're going back in time.
I like how you covered yourself there. That's
good.
Hey. That's awesome.
Take us through the starting lineup, Chris.
Okay, I'll take us through the starting lineup. All right. On the pole tonight is the 48 of Cody Lamas. Jessica Shelton alongside the 29. That's your row 1. Row 2, Rodney Sullins and Michael Norman. Row 3, Grant Wesley, last year's winner, along with Kelly Causey. Row 4, Ron Hagelin and Chuck McClure. Row 5, Greg Palmer and Anthony McCrory. 11th is Charles Belding. 12th is Allison Rodrigo. 13th is Ulysses Sandoval. And 14th is Josh Metallic. 15th is Matt McIntyre. 16th, John Godfrey. 17th, Blake Warren. 18th is Robbie Nisus. 19th is Joseph Hayes, and 20th is Seth Cole. Top 20 were the ones that took time. The rest of the field, Javier Negron, Garland Oaks, Andrew Miller, Robbie Gilvin, R.J. Bishop, Nick Gunther, Mark Paglia, Dylan Young, and Corey Williams. Nice, strong field to get this thing going tonight, Joe.
Dude, and we are getting ready to go. Cars being lined up here on the grid, on the pit lane. Drivers at the ready. The command mere moments away, folks. We cannot thank you enough for tuning into JTN here this evening. Make sure, if you haven't already, drop a like on the video, subscribe, follow us on our social media at JoeTowNetwork. You know the rest. We wait the command to get engines fired here from the world's center of racing.
Drivers, start your engines!
Well, I'm ready now after that command.
Let me tell you, I am pumped for this race here tonight. We get to end off a weekend of week of season openers and racing that we had here on JTN with one that last year was one of the best that we saw all year long, and you get it so early in the racing season. It always makes it great. It's one of these crown jewel events here for the drivers in the NNSCRA, and yeah, I mean, it's Daytona, Chris. It's that simple. It's just Daytona.
It's Daytona. It's Daytona Day. Let's do this.
It's Daytona Day.
Great looking cars out here tonight. 2.5 mile track. Looking forward to some great racing. I do like the 29 on the front row there, Joe. Just shameless plug.
What?
A weak shameless plug.
Chris, you're on it tonight, man.
It's the jelly beans, brother.
What kind of jelly beans?
Jelly bellies, man. That's the only kind.
Are you sure?
That's the only kind I pick up. And they were on sale at Menards today.
They were on sale at Menards?
I know, right? That shocked me too.
Wow.
It was rebate day.
It was 11%?
Yep.
Gotta love you some Menards. No Menards cars in this race. There's a Quaker State car there, though, in third with the Crafted 88 on the side, but again, piloted by Grant Wesley, who's looking to go 2 in a row here in this race. Field makes their way off of turn number 4. Again, folks, 120 laps, roughly 500 kilometers here tonight from the Daytona International Speedway. Again, can't thank you enough for tuning in as we get ready to go racing here. It's one of the biggest races of the year. It's one of the best you'll see on the web. Field makes their way to the tri-oval. Packed grandstands, packed at home. Green flag, we're racing here from Daytona.
Everyone gets away cleanly, Joe, into turns 1 and 2. A little bit of separation on the bottom line there.
Cars on the inside, top 3 have kind of been able to pull away, led by Lamas there in the 48. Jessica Shelton trying to get this outside line churning. They're trying to build up some speed, some momentum. You see the 111, that FedEx Chevrolet drifting up the track. Aglin.
That inside line was a little bit separated there, Joe, in the start, but the 17 of McClure kind of dropped in line there and filled the gap that was there and kind of gave that bottom line a little bit more energy.
And seeing that inside line, top 3 are clear at the moment. Everyone playing nice here in the opening few laps. And that's critical early on in a race to kind of build that trust between the field, right, Chris?
Oh, I mean, this thing is a long one. I mean, like I said, 120 laps, plenty of time to make your move. Right now, you just want to settle in. As soon as we say that, now there's a move for the lead up front. But you still want to, make some friends, figure out what the car is going to do in the draft. A lot of pit stops tonight. There's a lot of chances to make up for lose time in the pits tonight, too. So you want to make sure that you're keeping mindful of that.
So Lamas now leading the outside line, that Carvana Chevrolet. Flying the 38 of Sullins to get to the inside. Rodney always strong in these special events here whenever we're out broadcasting them.
I love the nostalgia. Some of the, got a little loose there, third in line on the outside, but they hang on. But a lot of nostalgic rides out here. I love it. There's Morris said in the outside line. Look at that.
Then you got Legacy Motor Club 48 leading the way.
Yeah, Everything old is new again.
Or at least I'm assuming that's a Legacy Motor Club 48. The gold and black kind of make it seem that way.
I'm picking up what you're putting down, Joe. I like it.
As long as you're picking it up,
I'm good.
I'm really only here for you, Chris. We're going to be locked in this booth together for a while, too.
It's going to be a long night.
It is.
It looks like just about like this field is right now, 2x2, all the way back through right now.
Another thing to note, we got wind of this. These cars, they are not fuel efficient at all, Chris. They're about 3 times the fuel and tire consumption compared to, a normal Cup Series car. So really looking at about 15 laps on a tank of fuel here in this race. So a lot of pit stops.
Yeah, a lot of pit stops, smaller fuel cells. These things are draggy as all get out with that wing on there, so it's going to be...
But it looks cool.
Yeah, they look great. Look at them. Look at that. Trying to get a third line going back there about mid-pack there. Look like the 8 of Blake Warren was out there in the Oreo car trying to get a little run on the outside. He falls back in line. Nobody really wanted to make that move that early.
Shockwave Sports in chat saying everyone is so close together, tight pack for the fight.
Oh, yeah,
I mean...
They're getting bunched up a little bit here, Joe. Getting a little tight.
And we heard these cars, you know, we rag on them because of the fuel efficiency, but Chris, these things are stable from what we were told.
They look pretty solid right now. We're hearing that you can kind of beat and bang with each other and not get in trouble. You've got to literally basically wreck the guy to try and get him to turn around. So that bodes well. If you get into trouble, you might be able to save it. Hopefully we don't see that tonight, but this tight of a pack, this close together, this many guys out there, we're probably going to see something at some point tonight. Watch that yellow line back there toward the back of the pack. That looks like that fuel run we saw in the real 500 the other day, Jeff. Everybody bunched together, can't make a move. Now these guys are going 20 mile an hour faster. But, I mean,
I don't think they're fuel saving either.
They are not fuel saving. Maybe some of the guys toward the back might be. I am seeing some guys back toward the tail of the field. They're kind of maybe 4 or 5 mile an hour slower than the rest of the field. Ooh, we almost had some trouble off turn 4, but we're good. The 67 and the 428 got together off of 4, but we're fine. But they are running kind of, I wouldn't say half throttle, but maybe 3/4. And maybe some of the guys maybe trying to stretch the fuel just a little bit. What I always like to do, if I knew that there was going to be a big group of guys that were going to come, like on the first pit stop, if you knew there was going to be a big bunch of them coming in on the same lap, I'd try to wait a lap just in case something happens on that first pit stop. There's always somebody that misjudges the pit road entry or something, and you might pick up a free few spots by somebody spinning coming in, and you get a free yellow.
And you like free stuff, right?
I love free stuff. Jelly beans are free. Hint, hint, Jelly Bellies.
So this race, 8 laps in, working lap number 9. It's still the 48 and 38 battling side by side. Your two cars that started in rows 1 and 2 on the inside line.
They're getting real tight there, Joe. Those first 4 rows right there, right on top of each other. Almost 4-car tandeming to the dry over here. Oh, boy. Don't get that close. I think it's really going to bust this pack up eventually. You're going to see somebody try and make a third lane on the outside at some point. There's room out there. You can see that lane on the outside there. There's plenty of space to make that happen because the outside line's not running right up against the wall. With the way the tire wear is, I don't see them running any further up than what they would off the bottom. So that's probably going to be what's going to bust this field up. Is somebody's going to get impatient at some point in the race and make a third lane, and that's when we'll see this 2 wide turn into 3 wide, and then we'll see some real good racing then.
I mean, we're seeing some real good racing right now.
It's
Come on,
tight.
Chris.
No,
what are you doing?
It's great. It's just side by side.
Burying the product. Burying the product. Not even 10 laps in. My goodness.
It's exactly what we're expecting.
You can't do this.
Look at them go through there. Look at that bottom line there. The first 3 rows on the bottom, I mean, they have just been pushing each other like a choo-choo train down the back straightaway. And you got to be real careful with that. You gotta, oh, here comes the pit stops already, Joe.
Okay, well, they can go about 10 laps at a minimum, because
This is a little earlier than we thought, yeah.
that was a pretty big group.
Seth Cole, Matt McIntyre, Ulysses Sandoval, Garland Oaks, and Javier Negron come in on this one. That left Dylan Young by himself. He was kind of running with them back there. The 2 car, he's by himself on the backstretch right now.
Shockwave in chat says burying the I mean, next Chris is going to be telling people that this is fake and it's scripted. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
It ain't scripted.
It's real to me, damn it.
We cannot make this up. All right, next time, a couple of them.
Let's see the 12 and the 47. Andrew Miller. That 47 car and RJ Bishop in 12 coming down pit lane. RJ's running like a throwback to the Verizon Penske cars too, which is kind of cool.
I like it.
Or, I'm sorry, the Penske cars.
Yes, we can't say Verizon.
That was awesome, by the way.
Oh, there's one guy that came out of the pits.
Matt McIntyre.
Tight getting around there.
Chris is just like making noises now.
I really thought we were going to see something bad there for a second. As here comes the front runners in. Everybody coming in except for
no.
3 cars. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Oh, 69 having some issues.
Hangs on.
Well, Chris, this is a little busier than I thought we'd be.
Boy, rush hour down the pit lane, Joe. And it's kind of looking from the earlier pit stops, everybody has been taking tires, which has kind of surprised me a little bit from what we've been told.
Seeing 2 tires, right sides, no tires on the 48.
Yep, just waiting on gas there. But you got to take so much fuel to fill this thing back up, though, that you might as well maybe get, maybe
you at least take rides.
Yeah, you're already going to be there for that long anyway. But it worked out for the 48. He's coming out. Well, he actually lost the lead to Wesley.
Oh, the 7-Eleven. Hot pitting. Godfrey, though, gets down to pit speed, excuse me. RJ Bishop back down on the pit lane in the 12. Bobby Nice is down. Elson Rodrigo also back down, or down pit lane for the first time tonight. Grant Wesley going to cycle through to the lead, it would appear. Look how high off the track these cars are, too. That can't be safe.
They do have some ride heights going on.
It's a lot of air getting under these cars. Chris, are we going to flip? Oh, no. Cody's coming back down pit lane. He has a penalty.
Oh, no.
And he was aggressive getting to the line again.
It looked like I was actually dropping back. I'll see if I can find out what happened with the 48, but the 12, I was trying to figure out what happened with him. And I think he was speeding coming off. But I'm going to see real quick if I can find out what happened with the 48, Joe. Give me just a second. Yep, first or second segment, he was over by about 3 miles an hour. That's a shame. Ooh, it's tight off 4 there. Get the 1 car on the outside. Now we're going 3 wide. That 2 in the middle there, Dylan Young, he's a lap down. They're trying to work around him.
Chuck McClure in the 17 will cycle through to the race lead. Help on the outside from the 39 of Josh Metallic. Let's see, where did the 5? Update on the 5. Alison Rodrigo, yes. Made out of the pits okay. He's kind of in the second pack, it looks like.
Yeah, there's about a 7-car pack behind the main pack just now going into one.
That's about to go 3 wide. The main pack's about to go 3 wide. You got the Trojan car in the middle. Hey-oh.
Might want to protect yourself.
Oh, oh no, Nick Gunther.
Single car. Yeah, hang on to it, buddy. Oh.
Caution. Caution.
That would have been a lot worse.
That should have been a lot worse. Gonna help the 48.
Look like a bumper grab there, Joe.
Think?
Yep. Well, let me check myself there. Looked like the bottom line actually kind of bottled itself up just a little bit there. He bounced off of.
And then he did the iRacing overcorrect back to the right.
Yep. Got Sullins in front. They kind of bumped a little bit, and then Andrew Miller in the 47 was kind of right there. It wasn't much contact at all, but it was enough to send that 55 around.
Oh, he bumped him. Yeah, he bumped him.
Yep, he bumped him.
Just a little tap, though. Just a little. Oh, we lost our cameras. Wow. Chris, it has never been more over than it is right now. We have lost the cameras.
No, Joe. I got my feed. What happened to you?
I lost the cameras. Bristol, where are our cameras?
Bristol tripped on the cord again.
He didn't trip on the cord. He's a good boy. Bristol's a good boy. Like watching him, like he's like wagging his tail over here.
I mentioned. Well, I'll give a quick update here, Joe, while you're rebooting over there. Ulysses Sandoval actually is shown as the leader right now in the 96. Grant Wesley came across the line in second. Seth Cole is third. Josh Metallic is fourth. And Rodney Sullins is your top 5 right now. Field is coming off turn 4. And we're seeing if anybody's going to take advantage of this opportunity to pit under caution. And the entire field comes down. There you go. Now, Joe, when you said you lost it all.
Well, you know.
Hey, go big or go home, bud.
That's, hey. Chris says that because he can also see everything that's kind of going on behind the scenes that you folks at home can't see.
I see it all.
He sees it all. You can get your update here with our pylon page. Does a good job of kind of updating you. Well, when it works. There we go.
There we go.
Can update you on where your favorites are. So McClure actually was not the leader, even though I said he was. He's currently marked the lap down.
Yeah, he was up in that lead pack at the front of the field, but they were overtaking him for the lead lap there. I didn't catch that either. I was right there with you. It actually was showing that way on the scoring, so I think everything just needed a reboot there for a second.
I'm just rebooting here.
Reboot it all.
Hey, I'm rebooting here.
I like it.
You didn't hear me. Tommy was breaking my heart earlier in the break room. You know, he's breaking his ma's heart, his dad's heart. You missed it, Chris.
Tommy's like that, though.
He's breaking my heart, you know. I had to pour the thick accent on him. Chris knows.
I do know. I disappoint Joe on the regular.
He cracks open a mug.
Oh, wrong brand, bud.
As he cracks open an A&W.
There we go.
I don't know. You kind of felt like it sounded like you were in a mug mood today. You kind of were in a bad mood, so I was like, oh, maybe he's only got mug in the house.
That would be a bad move.
Not
That'd
the
be a bad day.
inferior root beer.
This studio is not happy unless there's A&W in the mini fridge.
Let me tell you, A&W. You've gone obviously like A&W has the restaurants too, right?
Yes. Yep.
You can buy like a gallon of root beer from them because they make the root beer at the store.
Yes, they do.
And it's so much better.
There is something about it Like, I'm pretty sure they fill it from like the tap there, and they just fill it in like whatever container you're buying it in.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I mean, there's nothing better than an A&W on tap. I'm sorry, like fountain style. Oh, yes.
Yes, please.
Please, sir, I'd like some more.
I wish, honestly, I wish bars served A&W, but they don't.
They don't.
You ask for a root beer, and they're like, a light beer, and I'm like,
You
no.
Want us, you want us to just take the alcohol out? What do you want us to do?
What's the point of that?
Some big bruiser.
Remember, folks, drink responsibly.
Yeah. As I'm over here on my third A&W.
Yeah, but responsibly.
Oh, by the way, by the end of this race, it will not be responsible. So go on.
Upcoming races here on JTN, presented by our friends at Scheme Haven. 6 nights from tonight, Bomb Squad Racing Cup Series heads to the Talladega Super Speedway. Coverage kicking off for that one this Thursday, 9:05 p.m. Eastern Time. Then the Truck Series for BSR heads to Infineon Wednesday, March 6th. Thursday, March 7th, they're also at Infineon for the Cup, and then they'll also be live that Friday with Xfinity Series in action from Infineon. All those races and much, much more live right here, only on GTN.
They're racing on Talladega on a leap year. Look at that.
I know.
Nothing bad's going to happen there. Okay, so if you're wondering why they're 3 wide.
Why not,
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this is a salute to IndyCar. Nope, they were a lap down. They're taking the way route. I figured everybody might know that, but I thought I'd mention it.
What do you think of the Corey LaJoy and Austin Cindric beef?
Cindric beef? Yeah. I actually, it's funny you mentioned that because I did see what, I think Corey was on his own podcast, and I saw a little blurb of it on X today, and I liked how he said, "We're not friends." I thought that was hilarious. So I could care less what he thinks. It was kind of a racing deal, and Cindric just got put in the wrong spot, I felt.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're going for the win of the Daytona 500. I mean, everybody's going to make a move to put themselves in the best position to do that. And Corey didn't have much. He said he was there under Cindric. He had barely a fender, I felt. But then the outside lane just kind of came down and knocked Cindric around. So I can't really put that on really anybody. I mean, just Cindric was in a bad spot, I felt. But I like beef early in the season. Bring it. Keep it coming. I like beef.
Next, let's get...
I ain't no vegetarian. Let's bring the beef.
We've already... I mean, who's Ryan Blaney going to get in a fight with? Because we already got 2 Penske drivers with beef.
That's true. I don't know, man. I can't see Ryan Blaney getting into a fight. I don't know why. I just can't see it.
What,
He's
Blaney?
He's like Dave Blaney. Who wants to fight Dave Blaney? Name one person that would have fought Dave Blaney. Besides the wheel at Atlanta in 2000. Oh, we got trouble!
Oh, trouble! No! Oh, no!
No! Oh, no! What
We're
happened
going
there?
green!
They're still crashing.
Here we go!
Is the green coming out?
Yep, there it is! Green
Green's in
flag!
here. Are they going to go back under caution, though? There's still a couple of them side. They're still wrecking. The 77 just pile drove the 738 in the pit lane.
Gosh.
They probably did that on purpose to trigger the yellow, honestly.
Gosh.
What just happened? Joe!
Oh. It's breaking my heart.
Oh, my goodness gracious. I don't... Oh.
Did he shift down or something?
I think so. Had to have. But I don't know what happened after that. Mark Paglia in the 428.
Oh.
He downshifts or something. And then I don't know what happens in front of him there. Norman in the 77.
He just drove right into the side of the 8.
The 16 got into the back of the 77. And then behind them, it was a chain reaction. But, oh my goodness. Well, that's something you don't see every day.
Chris, they're breaking my heart.
Yes. They broke our hearts after they broke traction. Wow. I like how the guys in the very back, they just stopped. That's a good call. About the safest thing to do in that case. See right here, boom. 77 gets to the 738 at the pit entrance.
Well, at that point, they were still going back green.
They were, so I think I
That's
really
what
think
happened.
That was a trigger to try and get the yellow to come out. So hopefully there's not too much damage to those two, but I get their point if that's what they were trying to do, because should have had a yellow at the front. Or at least a wave off of the green. All right then, let's pit again, Joe. We went a half a lap.
Well, you know, tire wear and stuff.
Oh, there's probably some damage that needs to get fixed too on a few of these guys.
Well, you know.
Now this should help the 48. I don't know. Remember, he had that pit stop penalty. Hopefully that'll get him back cycled up to where he has a better chance now. Yeah, I don't think he actually lost a lap. Just ignore me. I thought he had lost a lap, and that's it. We're good. Hey, look at that. Denny Hamlin in the lead. Go figure at Daytona, right?
That's not Denny Hamlin. That's
Ron
Hagelin.
That's Ron Hagelin.
Ron Hamlin.
Yeah, this can't be realistic. Look who's behind him. Kyle Petty.
Kyle Petty won a convertible race here.
What
Okay.
year, Joe? What year?
1979.
All right. We're not driving those. Although a convertible mod would be pretty awesome. But
1979.
what? I thought that was ARCA. Did he win a convertible?
Oh, maybe I was thinking.
He won an ARCA race.
Yeah. Whatever, Chris.
Same thing.
Same difference. All right, same difference.
I was about
Jeez
to make
Louise.
really bad jokes, but I'm not holding them.
What, you're gonna make a joke about driving a convertible and flipping in it?
Yeah, Russell Phillips has entered the chat.
Oh my goodness.
That's terrible. I'm waiting for the chat to blow up on that now.
So in chat, what were your guys' thoughts on William Byron's win at Daytona? Man, so we talk about it on the Fake Racers podcast this week over on JTN2. Shameless plug. So go give that a listen for some more deep thinking on it. But I was kind of disappointed with NASCAR's like bad handling of like showing us why Byron won. You know, we didn't.
I don't think it was NASCAR. Fox dropped the ball.
I think they. Well, okay, but at the end of the day,
Both of
NASCAR needs to be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
Fox."
Here's our info. Show it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that left a lot of. You know. Hey, but here's the thing too. We're talking about it still. How many days later?
Yeah. Shut up.
I mean, you know.
Shut up with that. Any press is good press.
I know, but
BS.
no, I'm with you. Fox could have handled it a lot better. NASCAR could have handled it a lot better. Like it took what, almost 8 hours for them to actually give us a picture that.
No,
showed
it was
that
it was
he's
about an
ahead.
hour later.
I never saw it until like way later.
Well, you
unless
probably
I
went to bed,
Yeah, I am.
you old man.
I am old. Well, I had to get up at 4 the next morning. It was a Monday night.
You didn't even get to watch the Xfinity race.
I did not. Didn't even turn it on. You're right.
Wow.
Which was a bummer.
Oh, you're a big Austin Hill guy?
I picked him to win, and I was right again. So,
You and everyone else.
yeah. That thing is on a rail at the super speedways right now. It's ridiculous.
It was crazy to see how big of a betting favorite he was.
And he had damage. That was the crazy part. He got involved in that one wreck.
Oh, yeah.
It was nuts.
Yeah, they're
That
cheating.
thing is bulletproof right now.
They're cheating. They have to be.
Joe Towinski, ladies and gentlemen.
Can I say that?
It's your channel. You do what you want.
Yeah, they're cheating. They're dirty, no good cheaters. Just
they
lost
got Andy
any and all employment opportunities.
Hey, they got Andy Petrie. I mean, that's innovation right there, man.
He was in the booth for that race,
I heard, yeah.
and oh man, that didn't
I heard
enjoy
it was
that.
I heard it was painful at times. He used to be really good.
Well, yeah, but he wasn't openly rooting for the cars
Right.
that he's the competition director for.
That was the problem. Yeah. I mean, I like when Junior is in the booth in the Xfinity series because he doesn't show that bias,
Yeah.
and there
Yeah.
are some people that just can't do that. They just can't keep their personal feelings out of it, and yeah,
I can't.
Like Kurt Busch at Coda. I kind of gave him a pass because number one, he was a guest analyst, and number two, there was a lot of emotion in that.
Yeah. Yep.
So I kind of give that a pass. But
I thought
yeah,
he did a pretty fair job, though.
honestly, yeah. I mean,
I'd like to see Kurt in the Xfinity booths some this year.
that would be pretty cool. I was watching some old Crash Comp videos today, and I had no clue that in 2004, Jimmy Spencer did color for the Busch Series race at Dega.
Oh?
Had no idea. And
Wow.
it went about as you would expect.
Kelly Causey, Grant Wesley leading us back to green. Hopefully we get back to the line this time.
Everybody stay in second gear this time, guys.
Second gear, no shifts. No shifts. Well, shift one should start going, I guess. But,
Yes,
you
yeah.
know.
Engage clutch.
Here we go. Pace car is in, coming back to lap 27 of 120 here from Daytona. Green flag. 88 with a good jump there on the bottom. He is now clear with the lead.
Five car about mid-pack is a little jumpy there on the connection. I think the 428 was trying to get away from Rodrigo there.
Well, there goes the 5 down in front of him.
Had no choice now. Got to follow him.
You can't go over it. You can't go under it. You have to go through it.
Oh, look at this outside line forming here. Bottom line only has 2 cars right now hooked up, and about 8 in the outside lane. They should have some momentum here off of 4.
Jessica Shelton has to be wondering, what am I doing so wrong that makes no one want to get in my line? Because we saw at the start, the outside line, when the 29 was leading, it struggled, and now the inside line's struggling with the numbers. And I don't think Jessica's doing anything wrong. I think they're scared of the 29, honestly, Chris.
I would be too. I mean, I've driven the 29, so I understand. Nobody wants to work with it.
It's just such a good. It's just the number,
Oh,
right?
look at them all shifting to the outside lane.
I think they're ready to ride.
It's like the junior line may start to be forming here. Only, a lane or 2 lower. Oh yeah, everybody all the way back through except for these 4 cars on the bottom.
And they will continue to slide back. See, a race like this would be so much fun to be in, right? It's probably a lot of fun for these drivers. And if you out there want to get in on the action, you can check out the Facebook group for the NNSCRA, all these special events that they have running. They have a dedicated Facebook group to it. Seth Cole, of course, always does such a great job putting these events together. But they have their Facebook group. You can go there. You can sign up to find out more about when the next event will be. Of course, a lot of them are broadcast live right here on JTN, so, keep that in mind, too.
Who knows? We might be talking about you next.
Kind of scary.
It really is. Whenever Joe talks about me, I usually wreck right afterwards.
Yeah, I'm pretty much a jinx. I've learned the JTN jinx is really just a Joe jinx. 17 currently tuned in. Only 2 likes, though, on the live stream. Make sure if you haven't already, drop a like on the live stream. Help us out. When you click like, when you're interacting with us in chat, like seeing Steve Rubino was in here earlier. John Peralski, Shockwave Sports have all been chatting it up with us. You know, don't be afraid. We love to talk with you throughout the broadcast. So say hello if you haven't already. Click the like button if you haven't already. Anything, any way that you can help support us, especially those free ways to do so, is much appreciated. 30 laps in here from the World Center of Racing, the Daytona International Speedway. A quarter of the way through this race. It's Grant Wesley, last year's winner, out in front in that 88 Quaker State car. And Charger has charged to the front of the field. See what I did there?
I did see what you did there.
Doing a good job.
Here comes Jessica. She's going to try to make an outside lane work.
If you can't beat them, join them, right? John.
I like it. I saw
Did you see that?
I did see that.
I don't know why the J10 car's out to get you. I apologize. I don't know who's listed as the driver of that car. Hope it's not me, but I hold no ill will towards you.
Running the outside, three down the back stretch, trying to bring that outside line. Oh, now we got more numbers out there. Miller just hopped up there.
So the line that was the outside line is now the bottom line.
That's now in the middle.
Well, okay.
Now
The outside is now the
line.
middle.
Yep.
And the inside is now the outside?
You remember when I said there was going to be an outside line outside of the outside line?
What?
Yeah. Rewind that. Let's do it again. You'll understand what I just said. It's there now, Joe.
Wesley trying to fend off Miller, who's got a big run here in this 47 with help from the 17 of McClure, who's back inside the top 10 on the lead lap. As they're side by side heading into turn 3, Miller about to be clear with the race lead. And really, Chris, if I'm in this outside line now, I am hugging that wall. I don't want anyone to get to my right rear.
No. Except maybe the wall, like one of them just did.
Well, I don't even think I want the wall getting there, really. I don't want to touch the wall.
I will tell you, it is so... It looks like it would be really easy to run the outside. I mean, you're just, you know, you're out... It looks from this angle like there's plenty of room. But when you're out in these things, it is tight. You can see how these guys are kind of bouncing around in that outside lane a little bit because it's so hard to judge at 190 miles an hour through the corners how close you are actually to the wall. What I used to do is just use the dotted line and just follow it all the way around. That way you're not looking at the wall and end up rubbing up against it. As that is the last thing you want to have done as they go 3 wide back around 10th. Now they're getting busy, Joe. Here we go through the trial.
I'm scared.
Tight racing through there. 10th on back, 3 wide. Watch that yellow line.
That's that 28 car.
Oh, there's contact. Turn 1. Around they go. Big wreck. Hagley is in that. Matt McIntyre. Robbie Gilvin's involved.
Well, Chris, it was only a matter of time, wasn't it?
Oh, I saw him kind of getting squirrely there going into turn 1 and kind of started around the, I think, the Red Bull car. Yeah, he kind of, I'm not for sure why he came off the bottom there. So the 84, Corey Williams. Honestly, it just looks kind of like he had a little late turn in there going into turn 1 and caught the, I'll get it right. Mark Paglia in the left rear. See, he kind of just didn't turn as quickly going into turn 1.
Maybe some issues with the power steering.
Could be. Potentially.
Chris is like,
Hit a bump
sure.
wrong. Hit a bump wrong.
Let's go on board with the 111 FedEx car.
He's gonna go for a ride. Didn't really hit anything too hard, I don't think. He's got something else like that.
I saw the hood get bowed up a little bit there.
Yeah, not terrible. I've seen worse.
I've seen better though.
Well, we've definitely seen better. Yes. Oh no, fake Denny! I just saw that in the chat. That's great. Don't worry, knowing Denny's luck at this place, he'll get back up there. Don't worry.
We'll figure it out.
Seems like he always does. Except for this week.
Well,
That's the first time real Denny's, had a, less than single-digit finish in a long time at Daytona, I think. I have to look that up later, but
that sounds right.
actually I'm curious now. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get with our historian over here.
I didn't know Dewey was working tonight. Jessica Shelton just got blocked in by Cody Lamas.
And the luck just keeps on
Now,
continuing for her.
yeah, I was gonna say what luck? No luck.
None. Denny did finish 17th last year.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't think it was.
This year he finished 25th. So oh no, that's not right.
What happens when
That's
you
not
get
right.
involved in a wreck?
Yeah. I'm sorry, I went the wrong direction. This year Denny finished 19th. Sorry, that was the Coke Zero, the summer race of 22 that he finished. Okay, maybe not. He has had some issues. He wrecked out in 22 too. Just ignore me. The last 3 years have not been good for Denny at Daytona. Here's a stat I'll get right, Joe. Denny Hamlin has not won the Daytona 500 since Ryan Newman's wreck.
Wow.
There is the stat that's correct.
Stat of the day.
There we go.
Statcast. We are Statcast now. Days of Thunder with the pit block.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Snap the stat. Hey, Joe, you know what movie I just watched for the first time the other day?
What's that?
Stroker Ace.
I haven't watched that. Is it good?
It's on YouTube for free. But it's about what you'd expect. Cheesy as all get out. It's like if Talladega Nights met the Andy Griffith Show.
Well,
You just got Stroker Ace? Is that what you meant by that last comment? Or
what?
I'm talking to the chat. I'm sorry.
Oh.
It says, yo, I just got that one. I don't know if he got a joke that I didn't know I made or if he just got Stroker Ace.
I have seen Speedway with Elvis. My my aunt is really loves Elvis.
Well, thank you, Joe. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
My Elvis sometimes comes out like Shaq, though. Oh, it went so bad. It hurts. half the movie is about the IRS?
Yes. The fact that Elvis, like, you know, everyone knows Elvis for his music, but dude was a movie star too. He just died on the toilet, right? That's the story?
It is. I wasn't expecting you to say that.
Like, what a... pardon my
there was
French
no-
here on a Friday night, but what a badass, you know?
Well, that's kind of what killed him.
Oh no, Chris.
I mean,
Wow.
I just loved how there was no segue. He went from he was a great musician, great actor, died on the crack. I'm like, what?
I mean, that's legendary, man. That is legendary.
Legend. Wait for it. Hope you're not lactose intolerant because it's dairy. Okay, anyway.
Chris,
How I
man, that just...
I don't know how you put up with me, Joe.
I
really don't.
Bristol says I have to start being nicer to people, so...
Thanks, Bristol. Your check's in the mail.
You wish.
No, Bristol witches. Witches? More jelly beans, more jelly beans. The pace car's not going to go in because of my bad jokes. No, thank God it's about to come in right now so that way I can stop him. Who's on the front row there, Joe?
Oh, that's that old 39 car. Josh Metallic and the 47 Andrew Miller here for the restart coming to lap 40. About a third of the way into this one here from Daytona.
There's a lot more where this has been coming from, boys and girls.
Driver, start your engines. Here we go.
All right.
Hopefully their engines are started.
Yeah, hopefully they're in the correct gear. And there they go. Green flag.
Miller is not locked with Kelly Causey there in the doubles area. I already see that NASA car. Michael Norman jumping to the bottom.
Didn't waste any time there getting to the bottom, did he?
All right, so this run, everyone's going to go to the bottom, Chris. How's that sound?
That's what it kind of looks like right now. Really, you're trying to get with friends, it looks like. I don't know if they're all that's the plan or not, but there's definitely not been much rhyme or reason to which lane comes. He's already like fifth in line on the outside there. See, told you. Fifth or sixth back there. We need to make for JTN a fake actions detrimental podcast with fake Denny Hamlin.
What?
I don't know. It just came to me when I saw that. I forgot my mic wasn't muted.
Welcome in, Steven. Caffeinated pixels. What does that mean? Andrew Miller's out in front in that 47. Got that Has-Been Hotel. I think that's what it is, right? Is that the TV show on the hood of that 47 car?
47.
I think that's a TV show?
Yes.
That
I
TV
think
show?
So. Yeah, I think so. I'll go with you. I'll look it up later.
I think there was some controversy around that. Around a YouTuber making a video with some IP. From that show, I think.
I have to Google it later.
Someone more in the know could tell me. I'm not in the know.
Ooh, we got one bouncing off the wall toward the back of the pack there.
Big move from the 8.
Oh, yeah.
That was a that was a Chastanian move.
Look at him going for the lead here in the 1. There's not much help down there. He does have 39 with him, but everybody else kind of bailing out again to the outside.
Nick Warren trying to make it work there on the bottom with help from Metallic and the 39.
Of Seth Cole down there. I don't think we're going to see one lane this time, Joe. Everybody's pretty well even on both lanes.
That 39 sponsored by Husky Chocolate?
It is. I was going to mention it earlier, but yeah.
Well, of course, we have a reoccurring joke on the Fake Racers podcast about Husky Chocolate, so...
The fact that we can't get it here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of disappointing. Ooh,
And they
tight
also...
there. Rodrigo in the middle. Ooh.
There's no hole there, Allison. There is no hole there. Okay,
oh, man,
I guess
made
so.
It work. Whew. That was close.
Now there is.
As much as that connection's bobbing and weaving there for that 5, I was concerned. 17 gave some room. That was a good move. Oh, and I think McClure's wanting to get away from from the 5. He goes low.
That's cool there, the 16. So what, top 6? Top 7 or so are free and clear single file top 6.
Trying to break away there on the outside lane.
They're trying to get that junior line going there, led by Andrew Miller in the 47.
I'm calling this kind of a modified junior line. They're running the middle down the backstretch, and they go up high in the corner.
That's that old June bug up there.
Here we go. Here comes Causey the inside. Trying to do this with no help. Yellow's out. Not for sure why, but there's a yellow out. They're racing back here. RJ Bishop's slow in turn 2. Oh, he blew up.
No.
RJ Bishop blew up off turn 2.
RJ.
That Penske Dodge didn't make it tonight.
Oh, shit, you had to say it.
Yeah. Old Rusty Wallace luck.
Remember when Penske left Dodge and then Dodge was like, "Oh no, who's gonna be our team?" And then Penske
Robbie
was like,
Gordon.
and then Penske was like, "Oh well, you know, we could still build your engines if you want." Dodge was like, "What? Why?"
I do remember that.
I remember that.
I find it really funny, manufacturer and owner relationships in some cases, especially across
Oh yeah, I
series.
mean, look at Penske, right? Penske's got Chevy and IndyCar. He's got Porsche in the touring cars. He's got Ford in NASCAR. Had the Ford team down in Australia for the V8 supercars that they were part owners of.
Yep. He just wants it all. Hey, pace car finally drives through the field to get to the front. And in some cases, literally through the field. All right, looks like 11 staying out this time. Get some TV time on the board for Mr. Hagelin. We've only got one car that's still running that's not on the lead lap right now. That's the 38 of Rodney Sullins. So everybody was able to pit this time by if they felt like it. Also just wanted to touch base on a couple of DNFs that we did not mention earlier. The 04 of Javier Negron, Joseph Hayes in the 1 is also out, along with Garland Oaks in the 67. They were, I'm not sure why the 1 and the 04 are out, but the 67 was involved in that 6-7 car pileup in turn 1 and 2 earlier. Everybody else is out there still running on the lead lap aside from Sullins. And of course RJ just blew up, so he'll be behind Sullins momentarily.
Momentarily.
Well, 2 laps, because Sullins is 2 laps down.
Moment. You don't want to miss out on the moment.
Yeah, Sorry, Joes.
Upcoming races here on JTN presented by our friends at Scheme Haven. We're heading to Talladega next with the Bomb Squad Racing Cup Series on Thursday, February 29th. Then on Wednesday, March 6th, the Bomb Squad Racing Truck Series heads to the Infineon Raceway. And the Cup Series is out in Infineon, so a week of road course racing here on JTN that first full week of March. Those races and much, much more, they're going to be live right here only on JTN. JTN. We need like an NBC like chime. We need. Maybe we'll get you to record that for us, Chris.
Give me just a second. If it'll work. This may not work well, but we'll see. Oh, it's not plugged in.
We have our little pre-roll, but we need something a little bit better. We're working on that. Chris is MacGyvering something, apparently.
I'm trying to.
Joseph Hayes out of this race for internet issues.
All right, Joe. Ah, wrong key. Hang on. Ah!
No, you almost had it, Chris. I thought you could play the guitar.
This is a piano.
I thought you could play the
You
piano.
were wrong about that.
I'm not. Do I look like a musician?
There it goes.
Wait, go ahead.
Okay, here you go.
That's
Yay.
probably so faint for people.
It probably is. I can't get close enough to my speaker. And that's max volume on this keyboard, too.
Wow.
Hang on. There we go. Oops, there we go. That's close enough.
There we go.
Yeah, all right. We're
There we
getting
go.
sued by NBC now. That's all right. I'll
Yeah.
pay for that one.
Who cares?
There we go. What'd I miss? Anything? Nope. Pace car's still out there. Okay, we're good.
Anyone got any
It's hard to do
questions?
with my headset on.
We're opening up the JTN mailbag. If anyone's got any questions.
No, my fly was down, Joe. That's what I was doing.
Huh?
My fly was down. I was just zipping it back up. Don't ask questions why. It just happened. I really got to back off on the sugar before.
Who is favored to win the race? I'm gonna go with Grant Wesley because he won last year.
I was about to say defending champion is the 88, so haven't been out front too much tonight, but you'll have to help me, Joe, because I didn't catch last year's. How much was he up front last year?
That was a long time ago, Chris.
See, you're supposed to know this stuff.
If I wasn't running off of coffee and fish and chips right now, I probably could.
Fish and chips sounds good. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do for dinner after this, Joe. Yeah,
Fish and chips.
Ideas in the chat. Give me some ideas.
What is Chris gonna have for dinner?
Yep. Besides these jelly beans that I've literally torn through a 9-ounce
Are you gonna
pack
go
of.
out and grab something, or do you have to use your fridge?
I don't know yet. It depends on how I'm feeling when I get done.
Do you have to bring back food for others?
No.
Oh.
Chicken nuggies.
Ooh, chicken nuggets.
I just had that the other night, though.
I could go get a burger.
No, I did that earlier.
You could go get a pizza, and then you'd have food for tomorrow too.
Then the family would shoot me.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta hide evidence.
Oh.
Like I had Mickey D's earlier. That was breakfast.
Could get Arby's.
Lunch was leftover Chinese from Wednesday night.
I don't know why I said Arby's.
Arby's alright. They got 2 for 6 fish sandwich going on.
They have what?
The 2 for 6 fish sandwiches going on right
Oh,
now.
there you go. You're going to Arby's.
That might be the ticket. They got some fire fish over there. I'll tell you.
Go get a Jamocha shake.
Ooh, maybe some mozzarella stickies.
Oh, of course.
I think we found the ticket. I think they've also found the ticket that we're going green.
Take us back, Chris.
Alrighty, Andrew Miller on the front row, alongside Michael Norman. Pace car dives onto pit road. Geico restart zone, and we are back to green here at Daytona. Lap 50.
Andrew Miller with a good jump. See Michael Norman dive into the inside line right there in front of the 7-11 car of Godfrey. Norman driving that NASA SpaceX Ford.
Godfrey decided he didn't want to be in the bottom. He's going to try and lead this outside lane up.
Well, sometimes you like you like a certain line, you know, and Miller's just going to go up there too. Maybe a bump from the 77?
I don't think he realized the 77 had a fender on him there. Oh, I think I heard his momentum. Look at this. Godfrey looking to possibly make it 3 wide. We're not halfway yet, guys.
Nah, they were already 3 wide earlier.
Not this far up front, and not that squirrely.
What's the harm, Chris? What's the harm?
We saw the harm in turns 1 and 2 earlier. Still too early for that. See, part of me's like, let's pace ourselves, guys. Still got a long way to go. And other parts of me's like, yeah, give it to me. Come on. Chaos. Let's go. Oh, Norman backing out. 77. Not for sure why he's doing that. Was Jessica behind him? Because now the bottom line's backed up again behind her.
Oh my goodness.
Poor Jessica.
She just needs a help. She just needs a helping hand. Oh no!
Trouble. They saved it!
What the?
32 car with the save of the night there.
The 22.
Was it 22? 22, Greg Palmer, sorry.
I think Greg Palmer just deserved. He you know, he's got a good sponsorship on the car for safety, and wow.
Wow. Fake Dale Jr. got into him in the left side. Yo! What a save. And I'm sorry, yes, 22, not 32. That's definitely separated these packs up a little bit here.
Well, that's probably a welcome sight for some of these drivers that just want to kind of click some laps off here and log a little bit. But hey, look who's out in front.
Last year's winner, Grant Wesley. Something about the 88 in Daytona, huh, Joe?
Well, you know.
I'm having a brain fart. Did Buddy Baker win in the 88 or the 28?
28.
28. I think you're right.
That's Grey Ghost, right?
Yes.
Yeah, 28. That's a pretty massive brain fart. It's kind of stinky up here now.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Jeez.
Well, I was trying to make a correlation with how many times the 88 was in Junior Lane at Daytona. Because Dale Jarrett did a few times, and Junior. I thought Buddy did too, but I was wrong.
Jeez, Chris.
I was just trying. It didn't work. Not everything that I think of works.
You know, you think you know a guy.
I know. He built an ark.
What?
Noah guy.
Shh.
Oh yeah, I'm only supposed to use those jokes under yellow. I forgot about my contract.
Oh, Grant Wesley out in front of the field. Right now, leading that outside lane, it's the 60 car of McCurry.
One thing I have noticed, Joe, one thing I have noticed is Jessica can
push.
She's right there.
She's pushing.
Just doesn't have much when she's leading a line. As Miller hops up there now. That outside line's got some momentum here coming out of the tri-oval.
Andrew Miller trying to go back to the lead here on the outside line. Grant Wesley there in the 88. Help from the 17 of McClure.
Side by side for the lead.
Miller trying to take it back there in that Loctite Chevrolet. Trying to lock down the lead tight as we head down the back straightaway.
I'm proud of you, Joe.
I tried.
That's great.
I do my best, you know?
I liked it.
If my best isn't good enough, well, I did my best. Maybe I'm just not good enough. So you got Fake Boris Said in second. Fake Dale Jr. fourth in line.
Isn't that Fake Dale Jr. again behind Fake Dale Jr.? The Nilla car?
Oh, it's another Fake Dale Jr. Wow. Fake Denny Hamlin's a little bit further back. Fake Bobby Hamilton's out there too. Fake AJ Allmendinger.
Now, is that Fake Dale Jr. again in the Exalta on the bottom, or are we going Fake Jeff Gordon on that one?
That's a good one. That's Fake Dale Jr.
So we got 3 Fake Dale Jr.'s.
That's a Toyota too. That's like sacrilege.
The Husky car's Fake Ryan Newman.
Kind of.
No, isn't that the,
Is it one of the Quicken Loan bases?
Yeah! I couldn't remember the sponsor. Yeah, that's the Quicken Loan base.
You're welcome. Rodney says thanks for broadcasting. You're welcome, Rodney.
Aren't you still out there? Wait.
Did we lose Rodney?
Did Rodney? I'm sorry. We didn't notice that. We just said you were 2 laps down earlier, but we didn't know you were out. I'm sorry.
Oh, man.
No, it's showing he's 3 laps down. Where is he?
Rodney!
Oh.
Oh.
It's still showing you're out there somewhere.
He fell out, though. Did you see that he fell out in the server?
It's still showing him 3 laps down.
He fell out. He said he fell out again and parked it.
That's weird. It's still showing him counting laps. That's funny. Anyway.
Rodney Sullins in the 38?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's showing 25th, 4 laps down.
Well, it's going to keep showing that he's laps down if he doesn't come back and officially retire.
Oh, that's what it is. He just, okay. Yep.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. I just thought he dropped out and left. So, anyway. Well, there we go. Yeah, sometimes those graphics on some of these tracks are just a little too rough sometimes. I feel your pain.
Says if he gets back on the lead lap, let him know.
I'll keep an eye out for you.
Comes Jessica Shelton with the move to the bottom, gets to the inside of the 60. Miller goes down to block in the 47.
Big move.
We're closing in on pit stops again here, Chris.
Getting close. I think that's why everybody's kind of trying to get down to the bottom here.
Hi, Darren. Make sure you click like on the video, please. Everyone click like. If you haven't clicked like yet, what are you doing?
I click like. Attaboy, Darren. All right. I think you called it, Joe. Here they come. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Some of them didn't.
Nick Gunther.
Oh, boy. There's somebody in the grass to the tri-oval. They hang on to it.
That's 428.
Woo. That might be... Ooh. Did he hit the commit line? I'm going to go back and take a look at that.
Chris, I'm terrified.
That was close.
I'm scared.
Nope, he just hit the restart zone. We're good. All clear.
Mr. Geico isn't going to be happy.
The Gecko.
Halfway through this race.
Blake Warren got caught in the middle there in the Oreo car and had a moment as they come into pit road this time. All but 3 cars on this run. They're 5, 6 wide coming in. Woo! Thankfully, there's no penalties for going through too many pit boxes for a couple of these guys. Goodness gracious.
Just running over crews down there, you know?
Oh, trouble! The 8's in the grass.
How did that happen?
I think he may have missed his box because of that. The 48 and the 11 kind of stacked up behind him, Joe, coming in.
Oh, that's disaster for Blake Warren.
He couldn't get to his pit box. He's going to have to come back around. Watch it comes in. He's got the 96 to his left. He sees his pit box too late, and boom.
Hopefully he has enough fuel to make it back around.
That's going to be ticklish there a little bit.
Oh, no.
Oh, trouble. 7-Elevens around right in front of 40. Oh, 5's upside down. Oh, 55's involved. 84. They're still wrecking off a 2. The 77's involved. The 47's involved. Miller, the leader. Oh, my goodness.
Chris, what the heck just happened?
It starts middle of turn 2. The 7-Eleven gets up on the banking just a little bit going into 1. Turns it sideways, hits the 69 that was next to him. 7-Eleven hits the outside wall real hard. There's the replay. There's where he gets loose, hits the outside wall. 69 spins low, somehow saves it. Comes back down in front of the 5. They take off, and right in front of the 47 and the 5.
55.
That was the 5 that's flipping.
Well, the 55 was the other car.
Yeah. Yes, there's the 5. There's the 77 involved.
I'm on board with the 47.
Andrew's been leading this thing a lot tonight. Doesn't have too much damage. He's popped it pretty hard. Yeah, the 55 is involved as well. So 5 was the first one to get hit right there by the 55. Andrew goes for a ride in the grass. Wow, Cody Lamas somehow sneaks to the middle of that 48. Right behind him, it all develops. Can't see a thing, and then all of a sudden you really can't see a thing, and woohoo!
You have this one on your bingo card?
A pit road exit crash. We've seen some stuff tonight, Joe. Good racing, a restart crash, a pit exit crash, a small one. Oh, gosh. 96 did a great job of missing that, too. Who's that spun down the backstretch there at the end of that?
At 17?
Might have been the 17.
That's who you saw.
Real late there. Chuck McClure.
And up and down night. A couple cars now have had an up and down night. Hey-oh.
Joe, you need to see what the 17 did. He almost grip flips in front of the wreck. He's not even a part of the wreck. He's coming off the pit lane at the head of the group that was coming out, gets on 2 wheels coming off turn 2, and self-spins.
He's so quick here.
He's just doing his thing. Look at that. Joey Chitwood would be proud, except for the ending, because he does hit the wall. But, wow.
He was getting everything he could out of that car.
Yeah, he was. Now the question is damage. There's a lot of front runners that were involved in that one. Kind of looking through the field here. I think the 7-Eleven may be out. I have no idea how the 5 is still running, but he's still out there. Rodrigo. That thing flipped at least 3 times. Yeah, Godfrey's out in the 7-Eleven. That did pin the 22 a lap down. We do have some slight beef in the chat.
Oh?
Just some slight beef. Nothing major.
Here to QSN on it?
There was just a mention of why they were too wide coming off the pit lane,
Oh,
which I can understand that.
I can understand that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was wondering the same thing.
Yep. We salute you, Mr. Sullins. Good stuff. Good stuff. 17 looks good. Even when it's self-spun, it looked good.
It looked good grip flipping, you know?
It looked good on two wheels.
Chris, what do you think of hologram numbers?
Hologram.
Yeah.
Does somebody have one?
No.
Oh. Is that like Chrome style numbers?
Yeah, but they're like colorful.
Oh. As long as they don't clash with the scheme, bring it on. Why, do you have one?
No, I was curious.
Oh. Who's had one recently?
No, it's NASCAR. I don't think it's not legal.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Yeah, 'cause they barely allowed Chrome now. They didn't for forever, which ticked me off.
Hmm.
I still am a little salty with NASCAR about the Darrell Waltrip, Tim Flock thing back in '98.
The what?
You know about this?
No.
So, Tim Flock was about to pass away from cancer in '98. Darrell Waltrip at Darlington was going to run the number 300 on his car to salute him, and NASCAR wouldn't let him.
Ugh. Freaking NASCAR.
So he had to go back to his 17. I think Tim didn't live very long past that, I don't think. My memory serves me right.
They're saying NASCAR killed him.
Wow. I didn't say that, but... And he died on March 31st of '98, and Darlington was March 22nd.
Wow.
So 2 weeks later, essentially.
Yep.
2 days after Bristol of that year is
Oh.
when he died. Yeah. On a much lighter note, Bristol's a good boy. That's terrible. That was a terrible segue.
Now, you know,
Oh my gosh.
Bristol appreciated it. I don't know if anyone else did, but Bristol
no.
appreciated it. Bristol the dog, our producer, of course.
I barely appreciated it. That was also Darrell's last run in his own car that year, I believe. Before he had to sell it. Then he went into the one car. Thank you, Racing Reference.
Oh, you didn't know that all off the top of your head?
I wish I could say I did. But no, I ain't that good.
Ready for this restart?
I am ready for this restart, Joe.
Me too.
Coming up on lap 68. Guess who's lost his camera?
You?
I lost your camera. Now it's back.
Oh.
I couldn't find my window. I'm ready for this restart now, Joe.
Hey.
I'm so ready for this restart.
Got a little mid-race refresh, right?
Exactly. I did just realize that one of the I wouldn't call it combatants, but participants in that wreck in turn 1 is actually our leader.
Yes, Robbie Gilvin. So he's in the 69, going to be leading us back to green here, the 28. Charles Belding to the inside. Seth Cole, Matt McIntyre.
Got some different players up here, Joe. This was the
Mark
first
Paglia.
pack that came in there. So they cycled back up in front of the guys that had been leading. Of course, a couple of the guys that have been leading were involved in that wreck too. So we'll see how the crews did to fix these cars up as we come to the green. They're stacking up. Somebody blew up.
Are you serious?
The double zeros, I think, well.
54.
Trouble.
54
Out of
blew
trouble.
up.
So, I knew somebody was blowing up. I saw some smoke. The 47's involved again. Oh, my goodness.
We just can't get going, can we? So did the double zero? So the double zero blew up.
No, I apologize.
No, the double zero did
just
blow up.
No, he spun his tires, Joe. He kept going. But then he was involved when everybody else got spun around.
Yeah, no, then the 54 actually blew up.
Yeah, the 54 blew up in front of them after that happened. So I was right in a roundabout way. But goodness gracious, Joe. And I'm sure the 54 right now is like,
Oh, you feel terrible.
you feel terrible when that happens.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if it was it looks like a missed shift. He tried to go second to third, and it just didn't go.
Hmm.
I don't know if that was kind of bizarre. Like it just stayed in second when he tried to shift. The 22's involved, the double zero, the 39, the 47 hits the inside pit wall.
On board with the 47 here through the restart.
You saw that first puff of smoke, that was the double zero spinning. Then you see the smoke from the 54, and then chaos.
There's that hit.
Right at the pit exit there.
Hey, good thing this isn't the next gen this year, because that would have really hurt.
That would have been a bell ringer. They still don't feel great, but
The next gen car it's not like it hitting back.
no. I think they've gotten better with it.
There's a joke to be made there too, by the way.
Yeah. Insert your own joke here in the chat, folks. We'll think about censoring it.
Not getting hit in the back or something. I don't know.
Hey yo.
Yeah, there it is.
Pit stops again.
Yeah, I mean we ran about 10 laps, right?
It's the second time we've had a half lap of tire run here. Like Darlington, get him off there.
Put new ones on. Got cars leaving pit stalls that have already pit. Oh man, we got cars stopping on pit lane to make it to their stalls.
Oh, we got the 28 around in the pit lane. He's banging into the 60 and more fun
The
stuff
69
happening.
has pulled off the track
Oh,
and parked.
Gilvin
Just stopped. Dale?
coming. Not I'm not sure what happened there.
All right.
He's rolling now. Don't know if I wonder if he had to do a tail end.
Oh, maybe.
I'm trying to see if there's anything about that. Yeah, he's got an EOL. Must have sped coming out. That was kind of abrupt, the way he did that. With as crazy as things has happened so far tonight, I would not have been surprised if he had broke. But thankfully he didn't, so that's good. So the 2 car of Dylan Young, I believe, is our leader.
All right.
Michael Norman has cycled back up to second after being involved in that big wreck off turn 2 with the pit exit situation. And there's our defending champion up there again, Joe. Missed all the carnage so far, sitting up there in third. And then Chuck McClure sitting there in fourth. And Mark Paglia is sitting in fifth. And there's one of our early leaders who's snuck back quietly back up to sixth here, Cody Lamas. Pole sitter. We should have brought that graphic of who hasn't been involved in something weird tonight.
Who? Chris,
I
I don't even think there is anyone. I don't even think we could make a graphic.
Well, I can't remember. I can't remember Grant being involved in anything yet.
And you just ensured that something bad's about to happen.
I didn't say it. I said
Hey,
it.
Weaver.
You didn't say it.
Weaver's about to ask something pretty unhinged, I have a feeling.
Oh, well, tonight's the night. Go ahead.
Tonight is the night.
Go ahead, Weaver.
Let loose.
Everybody else has. Go right ahead.
Everybody cut foot loose.
And that's the kind of night it's been, everybody, right there, if you're just joining us.
50 laps to go. These guys are just in a silly, goofy mood tonight, you know?
Man, 50 laps to go. I might still make my bedtime. Look at this. Hey,
RJ, that is real. That is real. RJ, I'm assuming you're, what, in mountain time then? Because I know I got to wake up at 5, I think, for that. WWE, they're in Perth, Australia.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, for their
That's
pay-per-view.
a live deal, huh? Oh, okay. There we go.
Oh, yeah, it has to be live.
Yeah. I know pay-per-view part. So
Yeah.
that makes sense. Yeah, he is. All right, cool.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, I'm...
Oh, my gosh. There it is. He posted that in a Discord earlier, too.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, neither did they.
Weaver, are you okay, man? Yeah, everyone's staying up to watch wrestling in the morning. Watch the Elimination Chamber.
Oh, is that this weekend?
Yeah, that's this weekend.
Nice.
Post your predictions. Post your predictions in chat if you're watching the Elimination Chamber. Oh yeah, Weaver, you found some great new music? What kind of music that be?
Yeah, he's gonna post that. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
That is going out on a limb. That's like what did Jared on Action Detrimental was predicting the winner, and he said there would be a new winner of the 500, and Denny was like, great way of just, putting a blanket over the whole thing.
Yeah. Oscilloscope core. What is... Weaver, you having a good night over there?
He has been sick. I wonder if he's still taking his meds.
Coming back green.
There we go. Michael Norman. Wow.
To the
Great
moon.
restart.
Jeez.
Whoa.
Louise.
Not necessarily a good thing.
Yeah, but the rest of the field looks pretty,
They're not organized.
No,
that is
yeah.
going to help him, but once they do... Of course, neither did Grant. Grant's on the outside. He's got no help. This is a weird restart, which I can't believe I'm saying that with everything we've seen. That's going to leave Cody on the bottom there by himself.
He's a llama.
And here comes the run. Weasley to the bottom. Or Wesley. Sorry, not Wesley. Weasley?
Ron?
We are tired. Wesley Quickly to the bottom. He takes the lead. McClure follows him.
McClure through for second. 428 clears. Paglia there in that monster Ford barely clears the 77. And now that outside line once again forming up these drivers. Chris, they're going to ride. Do we got wings? We got back.
The COT wing is my favorite wing. Just trying to bring it back to here. I'll tell you what, that 428, he's been through some stuff tonight, and there he is right up there in third. Coming to lap 75. The patience is about to wear out, I think. And this is the highest we've seen them run all night. They're right up against the wall this time. Every restart, it's a different line.
Chris, I think they decided someone said something on that all teams communication.
Had to have. I don't see anything in their chat, so it had to have been over the radio. But
Someone said, "Hey,
everybody, single file.
let's run some laps here."
Of course, they waited until what, 50 to go, 45 to go, something like that.
You also have to wonder how many of these guys are still in tip-top shape, right? A lot of wrecks tonight, a lot of damage, race cars. So how many of these guys are at their top capacity?
Well, the 17s definitely hit the wall. The 77s hit the wall.
Literally just watch them hit the wall. Like,
yeah, it just happened, yes. The 48 has missed everything.
somehow.
I think a lot of the more damaged rides are further back. I think 77 was involved in that big one.
But still, that's
on the pit exit. But
Chris, the energy, right? The energy isn't generated from the first two cars. It's generated from, fourth, fifth, sixth on back.
right.
And now at the back of the pack's a little bit slower. The front of the pack's going to be a little slower. It's going to be hard to kind of build that momentum up towards the front half of the field.
Yeah, you see like around like 7th or 8th back there. I mean, you do have a pretty damaged ride there in the 55. Remember, he hit that one wreck pretty hard, and they're actually shuffling him out now. Hey, inside line's trying to get going back there around 6th or 7th. It's Belding down there on the bottom of the Manila car. Got Hagelin with him. Shelton's there. And here comes more.
There we
Wow.
go.
Everybody just changed lanes. Norman down there now. Sandoval. And we're back to side-by-side, 3 or 4 rows deep again.
All right, we played nice for a couple laps.
And it's back to a dead heat at the front.
Side by side for the lead. Michael Norman on the bottom.
Belding's looking, trying to make it 3 wide. Wesley getting a little loose. The outside line getting squirrely. 3 wide, back about mid-pack. Shelton in the middle.
I don't think you want to stay that way for long.
She hops back in line in front of Hagelin back there in the 11. Or tries to. I don't think she's too comfortable running that high, it looks like. She's in the outside lane, but she's running about a half a lane lower than them. Oh! Bumped in the tri-oval. They're good. 69 and the 428
Nice.
made a little contact. Yeah. Been better if it was the 420 car banging into the 69. Ooh. Seth Cole getting a little close there with Paglin. Paglia. I'll get the names right.
Eventually.
Once the race is over, I'll remember all of them.
You should be saying them in your dreams.
Yeah. Oh, man, that sounds kind of creepy. They're still kind of trading paint there with one. Ooh, 69 got loose. Kind of bunched up the bottom lane there just a little bit. Thankfully, everybody was paying close attention, and we continue.
We continue. 40 laps to go when we get to the start-finish line, so you're still looking at about 3 pit stops, maybe 4.
Yes, you heard that correctly. 3 to 4 more pit stops in 40 laps. Take that, fuel-saving NASCAR.
Yeah, take that, EPA.
These guys are getting a little tight, especially that mid-pack back there.
Chris, I always like to, you know, when I was behind the wheel of one of these cars on a super speedway, I always like to kind of, you know, save my cards, right? I try to keep my cards close to the vest and whatnot. Right now isn't the time I'd be going 3 wide trying to make passes. Why do you see the urgency from some of these drivers right now?
I don't see the urgency right now, honestly. Oh, goodness gracious. I thought 16 was getting back at 39. They're getting so close here off of 4. No, it's still not time to go yet.
Then why are we going?
I don't know, but I'm enjoying it, but I would not want to be out in it. I'm sure that's what some of these guys are saying right now, especially those guys that are now all of a sudden in the middle. Like,
Stuck in the middle with you.
Why are we like this?
The race car drivers, man, they're just wired different.
Oh, yeah, they're having fun. They're having fun.
Oh, we're having fun too, right? I mean...
Oh, absolutely. If they're having fun, we're having fun.
They're having fun, we're having fun.
And just as quickly, they go back double file around the bottom. Oh, they're working around the 5.
That's just as fun.
That's fine. They're working right around the 5 car. That somehow is still rolling after it rolled like 85 times off of 2 earlier.
It's not still rolling down the banking, at least.
No. That's another thing that sometimes makes me laugh about this is you'll have a car that does that, rolls over 6-7 times, still running, and then one car that just like rubs against the wall, boom, motor, you're out.
You're out. You're done.
Well, that bottom line there, arcing it on the where the banking ends there at the yellow line. Belding thought about hopping to the outside lane, but 39's there. I was about to say, I thought we were getting kind of close to pit stops again. Here they come. Well, the 8 car made a late decision to come in. 5 cars on pit road. It's the 84, the 55, the 8, the 11, and the 22 are on pit road right now.
I have to expect the rest of these guys to come
Looks like
in.
they all are about to. They're all in
They're all on the bottom.
Right there.
Hands are out the window.
Some just 1 digit.
This could be really good or really bad, Chris.
Yes, this is the pit stop that you kind of worry about. When you're in a pack like this, here we go. There. Oh, gosh. 4 wide in. Ooh. And now you're like this, and you're like, okay, where's my stall?
Right.
Oh, there it is. And then there's somebody there.
Well, and you don't necessarily know where everyone's stall is that you're pitting with, right?
That's the other problem, yes.
You don't know if that car to your left, if their box is before or after yours.
Yep.
Like, the 28, I think, just missed his box completely.
Yep. He's going to have to come back around. That's the problem with coming in a huge pack. You need to for the draft, but that's the downside if you get mixed up trying to find your box. Oh, they're coming off 3 wide.
All right, last time we came off pit road 2 wide, we crashed.
There we go. They got in line that time. Good job. Somebody was talked to.
Somebody was telling them, hey, guys, let's not try that again.
Yes. Now watch the transition, because that's what happened with that wreck, too. You catch that banking coming off. That's what caused it. Oh, a couple of them getting on 2 wheels coming off of 2. And here comes the first pack that pitted off turn 2 behind them. They're going to have a little bit of a push, but I think these guys are pretty well going to stay in front of them.
Well, they
A lot
were
of those
formed
guys were
up for
involved in
that
the wreck,
lap,
too.
right? And they're still formed up here now.
Yep. And a lot of those guys that pitted earlier were also involved in that wreck too, so they're already down on power. So I think everybody's going to stay right where they are here. Yeah, they couldn't even pass the back of the pack. 28's now in.
You would have figured they'd had enough to make those passes, right?
But the 55 we know had a lot of damage.
Mm-hmm.
And he was with them. 22 was involved in that restart wreck on the last one when the 54 blew up. So yeah, they're not 100% back there. But they are. I will tell you this though, Joe. Leaders coming off turn 4 running about 189.
Mm-hmm.
That pack back there, led by Dylan Young in the 2, they're about even, maybe a mile an hour faster.
So in theory, they can catch. They're going to need...
They're going to need them to start dicing.
And they're going to have to run the bottom line. Right now, they're running the middle line, and that's, you know, a little bit longer on the racetrack. Those lap times are going to be a little bit longer, right?
That's, yep. Let's see, we got 46.8 for the 2. He's matching the leader, so the leaders of the 2 packs are even, so that's good. So theoretically, they should at least hold position and not fall back like I was thinking with the damaged cars back there.
Right, but my point is they're running like a middle to high line, so they're
Yes,
they're
if they
running
were
a
right
larger.
on the bottom, that would help. Yes, that would actually help them pick it up a little further. This time they ran a 46.1 leader. Okay, that time they were 3/10 faster.
That time the leaders were a tenth faster.
No, they were the pack behind them was 3/10 faster,
Okay.
led by Dylan.
Oh, maybe they
You
know
can
what
see
they're
them
doing.
back there. They're getting closer back there. You can see them back there now.
And they don't have as many in their pack
No.
either, so kind of speaks to being formed up and how they can be more.
Yeah, our speed trap at the end of the backstretch, 194 for the leaders. That second pack was 197. Did you like that?
And now they're too wide at the front of that.
Yeah,
pack.
that didn't help.
That's
And
not going to
They're
help.
shuffling Dylan out for some reason.
Seth, what are you doing?
They're also closing up on Gilden back there too, 69. And now they've lost all control back there. So never mind. We'll just focus on the front now.
Look at this. Look at this. Your best Jeff Gordon impression. Oh, look at this! Oh my goodness. I am so glad he's not in the booth anymore.
I think he is too.
He was not it.
He tried.
He did.
There's Belding going a lap down.
Did better once they got Clint up there, but Clint's just crazy, so.
Yeah. They need somebody to calm him down.
Yeah.
I think they got a good balance up there now with Harvick.
Yeah, I do too.
I thought Harvick, with him doing the all drivers broadcast, I was worried about him going to the booth, but he's much better as a color guy as opposed to the play-by-play.
I think he can do play-by-play, though.
He just seems too blah
Yeah, sometimes that's okay, though.
as they shuffle back in the second
I'm blah.
pack again. Yeah. You at least show excitement sometimes.
Yeah.
Harvick's like, oh, there's a crash. No,
Oh.
there's not right now, guys. Just kidding.
Oh, Kevin Harvick just saw an incident.
We have had a moment.
Moment here.
Sponsored by DraftKings.
Him audibly throwing something in the booth last year, though, during the driver's
That
only
was
broadcast.
funny. I do remember that. That was
All-time
funny.
clip.
Yes.
That was pretty good.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Michael Norman's out here leading this thing. With a damaged vehicle, probably, too. We didn't think about that.
He's just kicking butt right now in that 77.
Yeah.
Think he's having fun out there?
I would be. I got NASA on my car.
SpaceX?
Yeah.
You big SpaceX guy?
I am feeling it. Yeah. Yeah.
they're wild, you know? They're like,
They are.
oh man, we just blew up a rocket, but hey, that's a good thing. I'm like, what?
Who cares if there's somebody in it?
Oh, no, they're not, they're unmanned. Like they're not.
No, that's what they're thinking.
Oh man, Chris, no.
That was dark. That was dark.
Wow. Oh.
SpaceX After Dark. I don't know what that means.
I don't know either, man.
Hey, here comes an outside line trying to form. Metallic up there. He's got McCurry coming with him. Wesley, Shelton. That 28 is a lap down at the back of the pack, but hanging with the draft here. Hoping for a yeller, like his car.
Gonna need that to get back on the lead lap. Coming up on another wave of green flag pit stops here too already, Chris.
That's gonna probably separate this a little bit further even. We'll have to see who does what here. Yeah, that backpack is gone now.
Yeah.
We were able to see him earlier. Greg Palmer's leading it now in the 22, and
Trojan man.
yeah, and we saw. I'm not gonna use that joke. He had an issue earlier with the restart wreck on the front straightaway when the 54 blew up.
Yeah, he's probably wishing he had an umbrella. It's all that oil, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was really wondering where you were going there. It worried me.
Or a
for split
hat,
second.
you know, or
a hat, or
you know, a coat.
or you know, his sponsor.
That's the
That
joke.
was where we were going?
I was
Yeah.
using different, you know,
I'm with you.
like little innuendos for.
Oh, Wesley just dropped.
Oh
He's
no.
on the bottom lane. I think he's gone. Oh no. Our last year's winner. He was in the bottom lane behind Llamas. Oh, that is terrible. I'm waiting to see for some information here. Yep, he fell. Oh man, he's gonna be a lap down this late in the race. And that's the stuff that just infuriates you right there, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
You're in the lead pack. You've done everything right all night long, and something like that happens. Coming to 25 to go.
Got some smoke there off of turn number 4. That's Wesley coming back out on track.
Yeah, if he was two-wheeling it off of 2, I guarantee you I
Well,
would be too.
he's probably trying to keep up with this lead draft, right?
Definitely. He needs to get back into it and stay close.
The one thing is, though, they're going to be pitting here, so I don't know if he'll
That'll
have to
help
kind of. Well, I don't know if he'll have to pit to like make
he'll
up
be off
for
sequence.
missing
Yeah,
a
he'll
pit
be-
stop, though. You know what I mean? Some
Oh,
leagues,
that's true.
some leagues they have a rule if you drop, you have to pit to make up for the fact that you kind of got a free pit stop.
Yeah, I'm trying to determine that. I don't see anything in the chats or anything yet, as the second pack is in the pits now.
So this first
22,
pack will
the
they'll probably be coming this time.
And this was the same sequence as last time. That second pack was first in last time, so they should be coming in this time.
And Chris, this puts us pretty close to making it on one more stop.
It's going to be close.
There might be some fuel save involved, though.
Yeah. We might be seeing the 172-mile-an-hour laps here in this next run. Here we come. Let's see if the leaders dive off this time. Yes, here they come. Oh, a couple of them
Few
stayed out
staying
this time.
out,
It's split.
And that's what we talked.
Oh, Llamas locked it up behind the 60.
I don't know how the 77 isn't going to be caught for speeding here, too. That car looked a little fast on entry.
77 was hot coming in. The 48, I think, got down to pit road speed in
Now,
time.
you can, what's in the industry called hot pit. You can do that here. So you can be faster than the pit speed limit and then slow down and give back the time.
I don't know. That's still not a risk I want to take. Especially this close to the end. A lot on the line here. Norman wins the battle off pit road with that group. Looks like it's Norman, McCurry, Lamas, Sandoval, and then the lap car of Belding's out with them as well. Seth Cole lost some ground. He's just now going into one. There's a lot of splits now on this. There's a 22's back in.
Oh, no.
I think the 11 said too. He's back through as well. And I think Dylan Young was too. I think there was a lot of speeding this time. Yep. The 11, the 2, and the 22.
And then here comes the 77.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, man.
The leader.
Chris, this is why you don't take unneeded risks in life.
Yep.
I tell all the kids all the time, don't take risks. Just
That's
play
fine
it.
if you want to
Play life safe.
Pit. Yeah, if you want a hot pit, go ahead. But goodness, there's too much risk involved with it.
Play life safe, man. Don't ever take any risks. Live in the same town your entire life, no risks.
Now you're describing me to a T right now. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm describing myself too.
As here comes the ones that have not
man.
pitted yet. Here's Paglia, Shelton, and Metallic.
No, they had all just pit too. Didn't they?
I don't think they had.
Thought they all had just pit.
I'm kind of going through the chats to see if there's. No, they had not.
Okay.
84 pit. The 84 is coming back in. Well, I think you may have been right. Because I think that
did we just lose half the field for pit road speeding penalties?
I think you did.
Oh my goodness!
Because all three of those that we just mentioned coming in, the 428, the 39, and the 29, all just went through the pit road. Wow.
Chuck McClure is all by himself. He has no friends on the track right now.
There's a lot of people that have no friends out there right now.
There's a group of 3.
Leaders are on the backstretch for reference.
Folks, make sure if you haven't already, drop a like on the video, subscribe, do all that, please. Yeah. This has been probably as William Page says in chat, wee woo, wee woo. Yeah, wee woo, wee woo.
That's pretty much all you can say about this right now.
A lot of pit road speeding penalties.
Wow. The police were out in full force on this one. So you got this group of 3 here coming down the front stretch. That's your leaders, first, second, and third. Lamas, McCurry, and Sandoval. Then a mile back, basically, is McClure by himself in 4th. Then there's a lap car. And then there's a pack of 3 that you mentioned just a little bit ago, Joe, led by Blake Warren in the 8. Seth Cole and last year's winner Grant Wesley with him. That's 7. They are the length of the backstretch behind the leaders. And then there's a pack of 4 led by Jessica Shelton, which we've seen earlier. I don't know if they want her to be leading a line or not, but at this point they have no choice. Her group is coming off turn 2 right now, so they're over a half a lap down. And that's got Paglia, Metallic, and Norman in it. So that's 8th through 11. And then there's 12th through 14th. Hagelin, Palmer, and Gilvin. McIntyre and Young, and that's the lead lap. And they're just in front of the leaders.
Oh,
there they
man.
are. That's their. This is 2-car tandems without the 2-car tandems at this point. So now, if you're in one of these little packs, you're hoping you don't make a mistake because it's embarrassing. I mean, 'cause you've got like 3 or 4 cars together. You're single file. If you make a mistake now, you would probably end up being the laughing stock. We'll see what happens. Now the second pack, led by Warren,
They're faster.
they're way faster right now. They've got 5 really tight. There they are. They're very tight there off of turn 4.
Mm-hmm. So tight.
So now they are going to, the leaders are about to pick up McIntyre and Young and put them a lap down. I don't know how much help those two are going to be when they get in that draft.
I mean, do they even have enough time with another pit stop that will most likely break them up again? Do they even have enough time, Chris?
Anything is possible, as we have seen in this race here this evening. So I'm not saying much.
Cody Lamas out in front. Lamas, not Yamas.
You know what I would do though is as soon as I'm in my pit window, I'm hitting the pits.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you got to lose? I mean, you're
At the race.
you're separated out enough. I mean, especially if you're in the lead, I would just go ahead and do it and then,
Yeah.
get that pit stop out of the way and just run to the end.
Cut your losses, right?
Yep. It's all about ET. Elapsed time.
I was gonna say, the extraterrestrial?
Oh, ET, go victory lane.
Chris, I appreciate your dedication, but man, that was not it.
It was not it. I know. I felt good about it until you said that, but that's okay. Okay, so now those lap cars, they're in that draft now. They do have basically 5 cars in that draft. I think McIntyre maybe hurt a little bit there in that 738. I'm not for sure. Or maybe just when they kind of shuffled around him, that kind of
it's hard for him to catch the draft.
Exactly. But we'll see how much that picks him up. Last lap by, Lamas ran a 46.7. And Blake ran a 46.5 in the second pack. So they're running 4s and 5s in that pack.
That's still not enough, is it?
No, it's only 3 or 4 tenths. If they were a second or 2 faster, then yes, that would definitely cut into it. But you're not even a half a second faster. That time by, they gained a tenth. The leaders did.
Oof.
They gained a tenth of a lap on their lap time. The second pack.
Shockwave says he thinks the ET bit was good, by the way,
Thank
Chris.
you.
I just wanna...
Thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Continue the serious part of the broadcast
Continuing
now.
analysis here, yes. So the leaders pack are running 46. Well, actually, McIntyre at the back of the pack ran a 46.3. The second pack is running basically 46.4s all through it. So that's definitely not enough to close up at all with so few laps to go. Interval is, oh goodness. I mean, they're 10 seconds back. I mean, that's a tall order this late in the go.
Mm-hmm. See, Wesley in the 88 has made his final pit stop of the night.
See, there it is. Undercut it. See what happens.
Well, remember, he had technically, like, pitted a couple laps earlier.
Right. I mean, now you've got a different strategy. I mean, your bed's pretty much made now. Go for it.
Up on 10 laps to go. 12 right now. 11 and a half, really.
And the second pack is basically maintaining. They're still right at 10 seconds back.
So, yeah, they need about a second a lap. That's doable.
Yeah. If you had more cars in it, it might work. Now they're catching 11th, 12th, and 13th position pack is in front of the leaders now. There they are. And they want to race, so...
Well, you know. I want to race.
And they're bearing down on them quick, too. That pack in front of the leaders is only running about 189. Leaders are running about 195. So they'll catch them real quick here. And here they come.
Oh, they're going to pit with them.
Okay, this is... I would... Oh, my goodness, 69. Oh.
Oh man,
Like
Chris,
I said,
you just grabbed my arm up here in the booth. You're like, whoa, whoa, whoa!
Look at that! Look at that! We've seen some things tonight, Joe. And
we're seeing something else.
Oh my
What
goodness!
is
The
this?
11 and the 30, 11 and the 22.
What is that? Oh my
22.
goodness!
There we go. I think, man, I'll tell you what, Craig, where's your pit box, bud? There you go.
I don't think he's in it still. Oh my goodness!
I think he's fuel only. I think no.
No,
he
you're
bailed.
tired.
He
No.
bailed. Well.
And the 98 is cycled to the lead, or 96, excuse me. 60 now in second, and Cody Lamas has lost the top two.
Did not have a good pit stop for the 48. Kind of dropping back to see maybe what happened. He takes two. He takes left sides. '96 and 60 come out. I wonder if he took too much fuel.
Maybe. Or maybe these guys in front of him took too little?
Oh, we got a yellow out. Yellow's out.
Well, that's
going to change it all as the 47, Andrew Miller.
Oh, the 17 spun coming to pit lane? The
47 parked it on the backstretch, but I don't think that was the reason for the yellow, I don't think.
So here's the 17 spinning coming to pit lane, trying to drive around some guys. McClure.
Catches the 8. Nice save, though.
That wasn't the caution.
I'm still trying, yeah.
Did the 47, like, parked it?
The 47 parked it on the backstretch, but I didn't see anything obvious. Well, we're still trying to figure this out, everybody. Let's see. I'm waiting for the...
That's moment of caution.
I'm watching the pace car. 47s came out of the pits. Did he brake? I mean, I didn't see him.
I don't know
brake.
why he did that. I am at a loss for words.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the pace. I'm waiting for the lights to come on the pace car on my replay system and see.
Chris, there's nothing. There's nothing on track.
Let's see.
This sounds like some fabrication by the officials. I don't know. I don't know if I want to wear my tinfoil hat tonight, but...
Okay, there's the yellow. Right there. Okay. Now, what has happened? 47's off the... I wonder if it's because the 47 pulled off in a weird spot.
Yeah, but...
And it just generated the yellow. Because that's the only
That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing I can see.
Yep.
But
So
even that, I mean, we just saw a car get spun coming to pit lane with cars behind him, and they didn't throw the yellow for that.
Interesting. Well, in any event, we have a whole new ball game.
It's a whole new world.
And it's gonna get... If you thought it was crazy earlier,
Well,
it is completely...
you got...
Oh my goodness.
drivers with a new lease on life.
Definitely. A lot of guys going to be taking the wave around here.
Are there?
There's several in that pack that could do it.
No, because the 60's the leader, right?
I've been seeing guys that are a lap down able to go around the the leader, though, I thought. Maybe I'm wrong on that.
Oh.
I guess we'll see when they come here, but there are a couple of them. Of course, I don't know if they're going to pit either. So you've got the 60
No one's
McCurry
gonna
leading.
pit.
Robbie Gilvin's second in the 69.
Nice.
Sandoval's third in the 96. Reverse nice. Then Lamas in the 48s in fourth. And then there's 2 lap cars behind them. And Seth Cole, another lap car.
Isn't the 69 a lap down?
I'm showing him in second.
Oh.
Nope, never mind. Nope, it did just circle back around. You're right, he is a lap down. That was weird. It was showing him in second a second ago.
I don't know what you're looking at.
That was weird. Huh.
I think you're crazy.
No, I think I was looking at his gear.
Oh my goodness.
My apologies. Yeah, he's in.
Chris
he's
Pickett,
in 12,
and
he's in
Chris
12th
has all this fancy telemetry data, and then he looks at it and it confuses him.
He's in 12th in second gear. Oh goodness. Daddy needs a nap.
He needs. Jeez.
Gosh. Realer words have never been spoken.
Jeez Louise.
So we're probably going to have, what, 4 or 5 lap shootout here?
Yeah.
Got about 10 cars in the lead lap, roughly. 10 or 11. Yowza. That's all I can say. I am wondering what they're going to do with those lap cars that are in the middle of the field. I'm just kind of curious on how they're going to do that. Because I thought that's why they were passing everybody and putting them back on the lead laps to get them out of the way, but I may be wrong on that. Because you see the 69, the 11, they're kind of running the outside lane. Not for sure what the 2's doing.
He's having fun.
Yeah, saving fuel.
Yeah. Having fun. We're about to have a lot of fun with 5 laps left, and these guys, they're
Yes.
going to push, and folks, if we get a caution, it might pretty much, it could just end the race.
It could. There will not be any overtime, so what you see is what you're going to get here.
And the 69's staying out.
Yep.
So I guess he is on the, or he's going to get the lucky dog, maybe, or he is the...
Okay, so they're going to hit the line here. Caution lights are out.
Yep, okay.
There goes, yep, so there goes the 69 and the 11.
Okay.
So I guess they are letting, because I thought I saw this in earlier yellows where if you were a lap down in the middle of the field, you could take a wave around and go around, even if the leader had pitted or didn't pit.
And you saw a bunch of cars come down pit lane. They just drove through pit road, it looked like.
So that was the other lap down cars. They're going to the back of the pack. Not for sure, unless they're, well, I'm not going to ask any more questions on that.
We'll
find
just
out later.
see. We'll just see who finishes where. How about that?
That works. Wait, were these guys 2 laps down?
Anthony
Nope, they're
McCurry
all-
with control here for the restart in the 60.
I got no answer.
Ulysses
I thought it-
Sandoval to the outside. Cody Lamas, Seth Cole. Chuck McClure. Your top 5.
All right. Find your seatbelt in your recliner or your gaming chair or whatever you're sitting in, your car while you're driving.
Whoa. Wait a minute. What? Chris,
Well, I
let's
would
not
hope-
advocate for distracted driving, man.
No, I'm advocating for seatbelt safety.
Always wear your seatbelt.
There we go.
All right.
That was a double meaning. Either way. Hold your breath challenge. Hold it for 5 laps. Our defending champion is back in this thing too, Joe. That was a big break for him. So here we go. Yeah,
Here we go.
That's what I was
5 to
about to say.
go. Here from Daytona. McCurry with control. Green flag. We're back underway. Lamas with a good push to the back of the 60. We got one smoke in the tires. They're on the restart. We stay going.
Wow.
Yeah.
That scared me. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, here we go. Top 4 breakaway. Look at Wesley.
Gonna push McClure there. Lama's gonna go up to block.
Here comes McClure. Got a push from Wesley.
Oh, those pushes, Chris, those pushes are getting pretty heavy.
And now it's real. It's go time now.
And who would have thought after Grant Wesley fell out of this race, he'd be on the podium here with just coming to 4 laps to go.
McClure look to the outside. McCurry blocks. McCurry's going around. Back in front of traffic. Hard in the wall. 3 cars airborne going into turn 1, and they're wrecking in front of them. The rest of the field's involved in turn 1.
Out in front, it's Grant Wesley, Jessica Shelton getting a big push from Michael Norman. Chris, we're setting up similar to last year.
They're racing back. Here they come. Shelton to the outside. Wesley blocks. Norman with them.
What can Jessica Shelton do to try to get around this 88 of Grant Wesley? Off of turn number 4, coming back to the caution flag. It might be the checkered, it might not. We might get a 1-lap shootout to the line. It's going to be Grant Wesley taking the yellow flag. Chris, I think that's it. 2 massive wrecks.
2 to go at the line.
3 to go.
Wow, lot of carnage back there.
So first a replay of whatever this was. So McClure gets a run and makes a move to the inside here, Chris, and that's what gets the 60 upset.
Yep, he tried to make a double move, went to the outside, came back to the bottom, clips the back bumper of the 60 car, shoots across the track, takes out the I can't even tell who that was. And then in front of him, there's contact between the 48. Lamas was in the middle. McClure had gotten shuffled to the outside. The 8 bumps the 48, turns the 17 around off the 48's bumper. And 4 cars go flying into the catch fence in turn 1. There's that contact. And kablamo. 5 cars in the wall. 4 of them in the catch fence. And a lot of strong contenders all night long involved in that one, Joe. Good.
Chris, I mean, if you're going to get involved in a big wreck, you hope it's at least at the end of the race, because that means you at least had a chance and you made it, but it's so disheartening for a lot of these guys.
Definitely. A lot of guys that had avoided incidents all night long, like the 48. We had talked about him. Finally gets caught up in a big one at the end. But I think it's going to come down to a back-to-back winner here in Grant Wesley in the 88.
Go on board with the 69.
Nice.
Robbie Gilvin.
He's going to see a windshield full of the 60 there. Somehow misses that, and then wow. That's one of those moments where you're like, man, I wish I wasn't a lap down.
Right?
He's going to gain all those positions with the guys that can't finish now, but
You want to see what this looks like out the back of the 88?
this is what you want to see in your mirror. He's going to come down from the 8. I don't know how he does. I didn't think there was room there. There's a contact there. And around. Oh, my goodness.
And here comes, and this is the part where it gets really tricky, right? Because here comes the 29. 29 is going to have all the help in the world to try to make a pass.
The 8 was helping.
And you got to make a good block here. And Grant does a great job of throwing that block.
They had momentum.
They come back to the line.
Metallic. Where did Metallic come from?
That's A.
I just realized that he's up in third. He was pushing Jessica, as they are going to take the white under yellow. So this is it.
Grant Wesley will win again for the second year in a row. This is your Death Craver 1 to go. Again, new novel by Zach Rogers out now on Amazon. It's Death Craver with a K. Book about a futuristic racing series where, well, you got to go against the titular villain, Death Craver. And so, good little book there on Amazon. Encourage you to go check it out.
Now, Joe, you did say Grant's going to win this, but the way the night's gone, let's get him back around to the checkered first.
No kidding. Andrew, I wouldn't be too hard on yourself, man.
I mean, we're just as shocked as you that
We're just as shocked as you that any of this happened.
And really, I think the game should have thrown the yellow for the spin coming to the pits. So,
Yeah.
and that happened at the same time as what you did. So either way, I think that should have been a legit yellow either way. So, yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about it.
Chris, are you still there?
I'm still here.
Did I just fall out of the server?
No, not at the end.
Well, I got an export.
Your quality is tanked.
Yeah, that would be
So is
it.
but so is everybody else's, so I can't really tell. Yep, you just fell, bub.
Here we go. We're gonna get back from burnout.
coming
We'll
back.
be
All
there.
right.
We'll be there.
That's good, because they're just coming off of 4 now. I'll just do my MRN impersonation again. So here comes the leaders off turn 4, halfway through the dog leg area. Jessica Shelton trying to make this the closest finish in the history of anything as they come to the line.
Grant Wesley, your 2024 NNSCRA Daytona 500K champion. I mean, they changed the car, Chris, and he still won.
He did.
I get it, Andrew. I get it.
Yep. Wow. This was one for the books tonight. We saw a little everything. If you like smorgasbords, you like this one tonight. What is that about us and food references all the time?
Just don't drink the Quaker State.
Don't drink Quaker. Yeah, you can consume Quaker State, just not orally. Oh, and around he goes, they're wrecking. The top 4 just wrecked coming down the backstretch. I mean, why not, really? I mean, you know. Wow. I thought he was going to do a blow over there for a second. He's going to... I guess he was told to crack the back of the car, Joe.
Yeah, he definitely did that.
He definitely did that.
Burns it down here. Your Daytona 500K winner.
Well, you all saw a good one tonight. And for those of you that watch it later that didn't watch it live, you missed a great live one. Watch it again.
Why you want to be here live? Because then you can talk with us through these broadcasts
Exactly.
too, right? Like,
Exactly. Make fun of us. We'll make fun of you.
all in good fun.
It's a good time. Yeah. That thing's so messed up on the back end. It looks like a little dune buggy now. Almost looks like a transformer.
Robots in disguise.
As he drives it into victory lane. That's nice of him to turn the lights on back there.
Yeah. He's like parked in the stage, but you know.
Hey, on my screen, he doesn't even have a stage.
Look at that.
He is in the stage.
All right.
This is undoubtedly one of the worst, one of the most horrible announcements I've ever personally had to make, but Grant Wesley has impaled himself on the victory lane stage.
Folks, we'll move on to our post-race coverage. Get results on your screens here in mere moments. Again, can't thank you enough for tuning into JTN tonight. However you support us, whether you're make sure you're subscribed to us here on YouTube, you're following us on our social media at JoeTowNetwork, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, X. Make sure you're subscribed here on YouTube, though. Again, that's the best way to help support us. It's the easiest way to help support us, and really, it's the way that helps us the most. Is make sure you're subscribed here on YouTube. Helps with the algorithm and all that. Andrew, no worries, man. It happens. It happens to everybody. But yeah, Chris, do you wanna start and head on down to victory lane and talk with the driver of the 88?
Well, we'll see if we can get him in here. Give me just a second.
I got him.
Oh, you got him?
Oh, I'm bringing him in, but you introduce him and you talk to him.
All right. Well, we're gonna bring in the back-to-back winner of the Daytona 500K is the number 88 of Grant Wesley. You got a copy, buddy?
Oh my God! Can you believe back-to-back?
Back-to-back, and the way you did it too, with falling out with less than 20 to go. Tell us about your run.
I was incredibly lucky there to get that caution late in that run, and it happened just with the way I fell out the last time. I was able to basically have enough fuel where I was on the lead lap or just one lap down. The timing was impeccable, and we restarted seventh, and I was going to push to 17, and me and him made it all the way up towards the front, and they got the blocking and moving around, and 17 got into another guy, and I just found a hole and just went. And I looked in the rearview mirror coming off turn 2 after the big wreck happened, and long behold, there's Jessica right there again. I was like, I said, you got to be kidding me.
We did look at that too. It was very impressive.
Grant, how much does it, like, obviously these races, they're unpredictable, they're super speedways, yada yada yada. We saw what was a very hectic race here to start, but what does it mean to know that it's such an unpredictable race? But I mean, it seems like it's pretty predictable that you and this 88 team are going to be up towards the front, and now in victory lane 2 years in a row. What does it mean to win it, to not win it only once, but win it back to back?
Honestly, it's hard to wrap my mind around that. Super speedway racing, no matter where you're doing it at, it's tough. There's every other car in the field has a chance at winning that race. You make one wrong move and you go backwards. To win this back to back, I can't wrap my mind around that. That's insane.
Well, Grant, again, congratulations on the big win here tonight, man. Before we let you go, I want to give you the opportunity. We know you got great partners on the car. You got great folks to shout out. Floor is yours. You know what to do, champ.
Yeah, first of all, thanks Rodney Solons for painting this car for me. I hate that I had to fall out. I think you guys could still see it on the broadcast, though, so that's good. He did a great job painting that thing and put in a lot of hard work there, so I appreciate that. And then I'd like to thank Seth. Seth Cole. He's a legend here, and just really appreciate these special events that he puts on. I look forward to each and every one of them. I'm flattered I was able to get this one again. Just ride the wave odds here. You know what I mean? I'd like to thank you guys, JTN. Thank you guys for taking time out to do this for us. Looking forward to watching the broadcast back. All the RTG guys that I ran with tonight, I really appreciate their help. I'd like to thank my teammates with XFM, my friends and family for watching, and my girlfriend, Brittany.
Well, Grant, again, congratulations on the win here tonight. Know you're going to go celebrate. You're going to probably celebrate pretty hard. Just take it easy and don't go too crazy on that Quaker State. Congratulations on the win. And again, can't thank you enough for taking some time after this one to talk with us.
All right, man. Thanks.
Grant Wesley, driver of the number 88, your winner here tonight from Daytona. Let's go ahead and next bring in our second place finisher, driver of the number 29, Jessica Shelton. Jessica, you got a copy?
No.
Oh.
I'm not here. I'm gone. I've rage quit. I have thrown my laptop, and I am completely crying in a corner.
Oh no. Can we cheer you up, maybe?
I don't know. You heard what I said before
Yeah,
this
I
race
did.
started.
I did. It was in the back of my head. I'm like, she said she'd wreck him if this was gonna happen again.
Caution came out. I couldn't do nothing.
You know, we talked about it. It seemed like you were a pioneer of the lanes here tonight. You were not afraid to try to go up there and lead a line. But at times it felt like that line kind of, I don't want to say, you know, kind of failed behind you. I don't want to say it like that, but let's be blunt. Sometimes it didn't feel like you were getting the pushes that you needed to get that line to work. What went into that, and why did you continue to have that confidence to go out there and lead those lines despite maybe some of those other drivers out on track not getting behind you in full force?
Well, a big part of that was Josh Metallic in the 39. He and we were talking, and he said, like, look, we can't do nothing riding. You know, there's no one there. Let's go there and see what happens. And that's, you know, early, mid, and all like that. Yeah, we're willing to test waters out and see what happens and see if it's worth it. And earlier on in the race, when we went up there on that top side, we were going. We were making our way to the front. It was great. But in order to keep my mind like, well, I need to do this, I need to do that. Well, I decided that if I could see like 3 or 4 cars ahead of me, if there was a gap, you know, there might be someone might be off the pace, they might be backing off too much, and it's causing that line to check up. So at that point, I have to, you know, think about where I'm going to pick my spot to dive in the corner if need be. If I want to go to the high side, how much of a checkup am I seeing prior to doing that? And just hope all works out and hope people follow. And if they don't, then you got to stop and reset back and think. And if you look at the laps, when you got a lot of laps left and anything can happen, it's a plate track. You can't help it. You got to be patient.
Well, patience a virtue on these plate tracks. Jessica, I know it's a heartbreaker here, but again,
don't even go there.
A stellar run for you here tonight. Before we let you go, I want to give you the opportunity. You got great partners. You got great folks that help you get to the track each and every week. Do a lot of great things here. I know a lot of the different changes to the event this year. You had a hand in them. What does it mean to see the success of an event, knowing that you have such a strong part in it?
Well, it's great knowing that there is a very good ending and good like run, especially the first one. Like we went pretty well, green flag running in the beginning before all chaos broke out. But I mean, I was very happy, satisfied with how the setup was, how the mod was, how everyone was running. It seemed like they were learning while they were racing to give room, to be patient. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden that caution came out and just that all went out the window. But I mean, I was pretty happy seeing that some choices I made and Seth made and us agreeing on certain things that was more interesting, more thought provocative, where people actually had to be on their toes to think, especially during pitting, about the fuel mileage and trying to get themselves in line. Because there was a couple of times where the inside they were going to pit, and you got people on the outside wanting to pit. Some people wanting to stay out on the bottom and on the middle line, and it's like, okay, guys, you're going to wreck coming into the road. No, they actually did not. I mean, there was a couple of incidents that were there, but that was something else that happened with the glitching, from what I'm understanding. But the point is, they were able to do it, and that's a big, check on the plus side on that, and I was very happy to see that. So take that, move it forward, and see what we can do next time we come to either Daytona, or if Seth has any plans for Talladega regarding what he wants to run then.
Well, Jess, again, a fantastic second place run here tonight. Great race. It was a lot of fun for us up here in the booth. Before we let you go, though, I want to give you the opportunity. Any sponsors, family, friends you want to shout out before we let you go here?
All right. Well, I do want to say thank you to Josh Metallic, Grant Wesley, and believe it or not, Chuck McClure, because we're usually pretty good rivals over at RTG. But, tonight it was really good to see all the RTG guys. We were all on the same page, working with each other, and honestly, it was working really good. So big shout out, big thank you to them. Working with me and me working with them, making things possible and happen. After a while, Joe, you understand from running over at Fast and other series that, you take the time, you get to know people, They may or may not like you. They may be too aggressive against you. You may be more aggressive against them. But every once in a while, you find yourself in a different league where it's like, okay, I can run with these guys. They respect me enough to put me there, and I respect them enough to put them there. And yeah, you go. And I really appreciate all the help they give. I appreciate Seth for pushing me to the point of my acknowledgement of trying to get this done, making me feel like I have a purpose to do something regarding helping him with this event. Getting a couple of rules set up and all. I appreciate him painting my cars because he's my main car painter. The Hershey Symphony chocolate, which I was actually eating throughout the race too, by the way. Great shout out to Michael Norman for working with me early on and pushing me at the end to try to make something happen. But like you said, Grant got me again, and we tried our best to make a little recreation photo finish there at the line, and it didn't go as well as we wanted to. It didn't go under green, but we got it one way or another. And I thank you, Joe. I thank Mr. Cricket down here, or if you want, I don't know if you want to say Cricket or Cricket. So I've been trying to figure out how to actually pronounce that one. But anyway, I appreciate it. I appreciate Ricky. I appreciate Mikey, Weaver. The whole group that does it with you, Tommy. And of course, we gotta put it Bristol. We gotta mention Bristol. I appreciate everything. Appreciate everyone who's actually got me to the point of plate racing. Randall Coleman over there, Joe, he's put me in the spot to get better and allow me to develop a lot better, to go other places and push myself even further, which is why I went over to RTG, which got me better to be able to race like I do tonight and all. So big thank you for all these guys. And I'm about out of breath now. Trying to think if I need to thank anyone else, and anyone else I forgot, I apologize, because I'm so shocked about the Grant thing.
Well, Jessica, a great run again here tonight. Congratulations on the strong finish. Again, we know all the stuff behind it.
Thank you. A big shout out to Race LM, RLM for keeping this stuff going on, and the NR2003 community. It's a very great appreciation, because I almost forgot that. Yeah.
Well, Jessica, again, can't thank you enough for your time after this one. Congratulations on a great finish here tonight. It's always a pleasure getting the opportunity to talk with you, and again, hope to be talking with you and the folks here sooner rather than later. Thanks for taking some time.
Yeah, no, not a problem, Joe. I just wish I could race against you again once in a while. Especially Indianapolis, that was always fun racing side by side for 10 laps.
Hey,
But yeah, I'm going to go cry in the corner and pretend to be a banana. So,
okay, all right, fair enough. Jessica Shelton, driver of the number 29, your second place finisher. Let's go ahead and finally bring in driver of the number 39, our third place finisher here tonight, Josh Metallic. Josh, you got a copy?
I got you.
All right, third place. How's that feel?
Good. It was back.
All right, show's over. No.
Yeah, no, it was interesting. I set a personal record for black flags in a race, so that was something new.
What? I mean, what went into that? It seemed like everyone was so aggressive coming to pit lane, and I think everyone sped, it felt like, on that last green flag pit stop, or second to last.
This track's just not as forgiving.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of tracks you can hot pit and hit the pit speed at 75 miles an hour or something. As long as you stay on the brakes until you under the speed limit, you're good. Not this track. And I found out multiple times under caution, and being an idiot, the last pit stop under green, I come in and I hit like 56, and I'm like, oh, I got to be okay. And I come out and they're like, black flag. I'm like, I am an idiot. So needed a caution, got a caution, and then they wrecked up near the front, and yeah, a lot of mistakes on my part, but the race was fun. It was a good track, and it was a good time. I appreciate them having us out here.
When the bomb goes off there in the Tri-Oval, that last caution, the 60s all of a sudden going head on back out behind you guys. There's crash right in front of you there on the last green flag lap, and you're racing back to the caution. How hectic does that get, and how quick can you flip that switch in your head to maybe go from, okay, I'm waiting a couple laps to set up the right move, to I need to make a move now?
Well, I was kind of in that mode anyway. I went back and looked at the replay. I was in 11th place when that wreck started. So, after having the black flag and being at the back on the restart, I knew 5-lap shootout, we may get 2 laps if I'm lucky. So it was like go when the green starts, and the guy in front of me missed a shift, so that didn't help. So it was constant scramble mode, and I see smoke, and I know they're going to be going up towards the wall, so I just dove low and prayed and cleared a bunch of cars, and then got to the turn 1, and there was just 4 of us. I'm like, if they get side by side, anything's possible. And I was able to get to 3rd and almost push Jessica to a win. So yeah, I knew it was coming. I just didn't know when or where, and was lucky enough to avoid it where it happened.
All right, and final question, because I doubt you know this, but we had a bit going over on our podcast over on JTN2 after, oh my goodness, I'm forgetting his name. Who won the Husky Chocolate car in IndyCar?
Marcus Ericsson.
Marcus Ericsson. We made a joke about how we couldn't buy Husky Chocolate in the United States. Do you know how to buy Husky Chocolate? Because I don't, and I need to try it, and we've had this running joke that we need to have Husky Chocolate, and you're the Husky Chocolate guy, apparently. So how do I get it?
Well, I asked them to paint the car. I was at the 500 when Ericsson won. I'm like, that's kind of a cool scheme, something different. And so we painted up a car. And then when Seth announced this race, I didn't even say what I wanted for paint scheme. And Rodney put this together. And I like it. It's a neat.
Oh, yeah,
it
looks good.
But I'm not the chocolate guy. I'm the last guy that eats chocolate.
Well, it's like a protein drink.
Yeah,
something.
they're supposed to be. It's supposed to be moving to the States this year.
Okay,
of course,
all right.
I think Ericsson has a new sponsor this year, so
of course
I might have to drop the sponsorship just because no one else is using it at this point. But yeah, I figure something different. I try to do something a little unique. I was a big Tony Kanaan fan growing up, so usually run schemes with his stuff, but tried something different for this one.
Well, it's a good-looking race car. You get a great finish here tonight, Josh. Congratulations on the podium. Before we let you go, I want to give you an opportunity. Again, sponsors, family, friends, anyone you want to shout out before we let you go here.
Yep. Well, thanks, Seth, NNSCRA, for putting this on. I've had good luck running with the races I've been over here with Seth. He does a good job. He's a good admin, runs a good series, good drivers. It was fun. Thanks to you guys for broadcasting. Can't wait to go back and watch it this weekend. The drivers, it was it's always kind of a challenge when you get a bunch of guys who don't really race each other and you throw them into pack racing. It's one thing to run a speedway or a road course, but when everyone's stuck together and they run that long, get green flag pit stops, it's just shows the talent out there. So appreciate everyone that put it on. Appreciate being able to be part of it, and just glad it worked out.
Well, again, Josh, congratulations on the podium here tonight. Pleasure getting the opportunity to talk with you after this one. And again, can't thank you enough for your time. Go celebrate this and go celebrate with a couple Husky chocolates,
Maybe something different. It's Friday night,
Hey.
But I hear you.
Josh Patel, driver the number 39, your third place finish here tonight. Chris, that's going to wrap up our coverage. Another 500K in the books. And man, oh man, that race had a little bit of everything.
Oh my gosh, from the restart issues to a crash coming off the pit lane, late caution after everybody got separated out into like 8 different packs, and coming down to 2 big crashes at the end, hoping you got through it. I mean, it's just, and then we end up with the same one too as last year. So great race to watch. Josh's gonna have a lot of fun watching it back this weekend, I hope. So it's been just it was a crazy night, and I hope everybody enjoyed it. We enjoyed it up here, I know.
We loved it up here. And folks, if you loved what you saw, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to us here on JTN so you don't miss a second of the racing action. Remember, if you want to get in on the action here with these NNSCRA special events, we have their Facebook group. It is linked right at the top of the video description. You go there, join the group, and you can find out more about how to get involved here with these races. Just one note, all drivers were checked and released from the infield care center, so everything is good there. Salt Weaver asked the question in the chat. We are all good. Everyone is safe. Everyone is healthy. Remember to follow us on our social media, JoeTowNetwork, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, X, Instagram, whatever app. Threads was one for a while, but again, can't thank you folks enough at home for tuning in. For all of us here at JTN, for Bristol, our producer, for my colleague Chris Pickett, I've been Joe Tolansky. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time live right here on JTN. So long for now, folks.
3 wide for second, but Sean Whitehill is going to bring it home and win the race at Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Ricky J closing up off turn 4. He's going to have a run to the inside. He blocks into the grass. Check this out. Hardy wins it.
Ricky, what's going on in your brain right now?
Yeah, putting on 4 big rubber shoes and 2 gallons of, not 2 gallons, 2 cans of exploding dino juice here, Joe.
Down to the tunnel turn. These guys are throwing it through there and around to the back.
No.
The wall, as well as RJ Bishop. Down in front of Keith Hughes. Oh, no! Big hit. RJ Bishop.
Oh, my
Oh,
God. Ricky
big
J
wreck.
big crash into the wall.
Oh,
The leaders
no.
have wrecked. Ricky J is upside down. Magoo is hard in the wall. Tyler Mallon escapes with no damage. Everybody else in this main group, including Nelly, is junk.
Through the north chute they'll go. The 24's into the wall. Almost contact there. The 10 with the shallow entry into turn 4. It's going to be a drag race down the front straightaway. Folks, the 24's in the wall. They make contact around. Napick goes on through the flip. Rich Napick's going to win the Culver Block 200 in thrilling fashion.